Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations.
My dear explorers, it is me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Well, tonight we are starting a fresh week off with a fresh theme. Ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take a genius or a Gandhi to look around us and see the depth of decay and degeneracy in every direction. Regardless of your persuasion or what you see, we all can desire one thing. That is to change the world. We're going to talk about that tonight. Namaste. Good evening, my explorers. How are you all doing? It's me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. It's wonderful to be with you. How are we doing? Namaste. How are we all doing? Really beautiful. Beautiful to be with you. Beautiful Tuesday night we're getting to have with one another. Real Ghost Caught on Camera. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in chat. Good to see you in chat. Holding it down, letting your presence be known. Way to get us started. Namaste to Real Ghost Caught on Camera. Maybe we'll get a call from Real Ghost tonight, maybe. But we can only hope. We can only hope. Namaste. ZXC, it's wonderful to see you, our resident visual artist, for the guided meditations that we do, and pretty regularly here at Explorations. Namaste, where we're trying to figure out a new date for that. Namaste to him for all the pleasure he brings me personally speaking as a man. Namaste. Sunshine Melody saying, I am suffering, but loving through it. I'm in love with a stripper, says Phil Z74. Well, namaste to Phil Z74, getting us started off with just a lot of personal information. But I love it. I love getting that stuff from Phil. Phil Z has 2 modes. Oh my goodness gracious. Phil Z's got 2 modes. The drunk goblins giving you riddles underneath the bridge, or just very intense personal information. Namaste either way, though, Phil Z. It's great to have you. Blessings.
wish this would stop.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, the founder of the most effective personal power program in the country. Here we are getting started on another beautiful Tuesday night, another gorgeous Tuesday night to be with one another. I am here. I am running on full steam ahead. I had a lot of coffee earlier this afternoon, and I saw visions. I saw visions of what could be, and that's why I got tonight's theme. I saw visions of what could be, and I was like, what a universal experience. The desire to change the world. The desire to change the world. And it doesn't take a genius to look around and see the depth of decay. The depth of decay in every direction. Blessings to you. Hype train moving along. Bit Wars, thank you so much for that gifted sub. Gifted sub to the community, Bit Wars. Psyduck, 14 months. I'm back from the cursed land of San Diego, and I'm ready to explore. Psyduck cursing San Diego. Also, can we get some feedback from another San Diegan, formerly speaking? Craigulators has some experience there. I don't know if Craigulators is around. Bit Wars, thank you so much. Psyduck, thank you so much. George in Space resubbing for the 12th. Guys, we have reached 1 year with Brother George in Space. Can we get some namastes in chat right now for Brother George in Space? Namaste and blessings to somebody who, honestly, that name, it's not an exploration without that name, seeing that name in chat. Without seeing that name in chat, without seeing that name pipe up in chat with some beautiful perspectives, some beautiful directions, and a transformation that can't be denied from Brother George in Space. Namaste and congratulations for 1 year with Explorations. Namaste. Phil Z, I'm in love with the Tripper. He said that earlier. Okay, guys, well, listen. We're having a very exciting night tonight. Very exciting night tonight. Very exciting night tonight as we explore not only that, but we got some mail to open up. We got some mail to open up a little bit later. I checked that P.O. box, and what do I see? Christmas morning. Yes, namaste. I see a Christmas morning waiting for me. I got the slip, a package that won't fit, and I got several other envelopes to open. Very, we have an embarrassment of riches here. And we're going to be getting into all that tonight on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Blessings and namaste. Namaste. Blessings to you. Blessings and namaste. The program is tax deductible. It is. That's absolutely 100% true. You do not have to. You'll get all the money that you give to the program, you get back at the end of the year. That's a guarantee from the U.S. government, and I'm allowed to say that Twitch, I ran that by Twitch. The entire Twitch admin team, they said, Leslie, go ahead and let everybody know your stream is the only stream that every single bit, dollar, and sub that comes through is going to be refunded to the Explorer at the end of the year just because. Oh my goodness gracious! We've got a side duck. We got a side duck single bit. We got a pimperknuckle with 100 bits. YOLOpotamus again. Thank you so much for that sub. Namaste, hitting us with that prime for the third month in a row. Blessings to YOLOpotamus. Thank you so much, brother. Can't do it without you. Also, if hold space for my tribe in that raid. I don't know if we got an Uncle Krosef with us. I don't know if we got any of those other knuckleheads. But if you guys think you're gonna sneak by me, you ain't sneaking by me. I saw that raid. Namaste, Raiders. Guys, if you're not following Hold Space for My Tribe, you are fucking up on Twitch.tv. There's not a lot on this site. There's not a lot of interesting and fun and engaging stuff on this site, okay? And I'm telling you right now, if you don't got Hold Space for My Tribe on your list, you are pooping the bed. Namaste to you, though. Namaste. It's wonderful to be with everybody, though, guys. So how are we? How are you? Let's start there. Before we get any further in tonight's shenanigans, let's just start right there. You and me, right? The beginning of a universe that we will build together this evening through our interaction. And that's the beauty of this of this program, is that it is built foundationally on the interaction between me and you, you and me. You type, you say, you do the little bits, you put messages on the screen. I interact with you, and thus is the program. Thus is the technology, the revolutionary technology, might I add, of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Namaste. But how are we doing? M. Robert Kopp, pretty depressed. Womp womp. Womp womp. M. Robert Kopp, sad. Depressed. And then we've got who else? We got I'm lost in crippling sorrow.
I often spend a portion of my weekends sketching an anthropomorphized hamburger with fat tits and massive bush, telling me how crazy her ex is. The drawings are abysmal, but capture something ephemeral, bespoke.
Yep, absolutely. Actually, I just drew one. I went overtime. I drew a bunch this weekend. I drew one yesterday. They're terrible. They're absolutely shit. Phil Z74, I can fart on demand. Wonderful. Thanks so much, Phil. Phil Z, just letting everybody know that Phil Z74 can and probably will tonight fart on command. So guys, if you got some commands in the chat, Phil Z74, be on the lookout for some commands coming your way. Quote,
"We all must learn to resonate and therefore flourish within our own limitations. In many ways, the more limitations, the better. As much as I love being a man, I do envy women and children in this respect. An embarrassment of riches."
Yep, 100%. That's another beautiful quote from me. Thank you so much for invoking those. Psyduck and Nindy New. Blessings to both Brother Psyduck and Brother Nindy New. Pepperoncini coming in with 200 bits. I can't wait to get this perspective. Pepperoncini's always got something. Always got something. Phil Z74, activate Jar Jar Fart. So I don't know if you can imagine Jar Jar farting. You know, he was meant to be some kind of other kind of, you know, some kind of thing. I don't know what that would. We could all just take a moment and imagine what that might be like. Jar Jar Binks, the character from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Comic relief, funny guy. And he had I would imagine he has a very small ass, so it would have to be a very, like, either whispery or very, maybe a high-pitched fart. Maybe like a squeal or a screech. Maybe something that might sound like a herd animal, even. Jar Jar was racist. I didn't see anything that he said that was racist. I mean, I'm open to that, but Jar Jar being racist is something that really just kind of went right by me. Jar Jar racist. I wonder what kind of racist. I wonder who he was racist against. And how empathetic it was. Sympathetic. Whatever word you want to use there. Guys, we're going to open up the lines in just a moment, and tonight we're talking about changing the world. Changing the world. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe one of the most universal feelings that we can all feel. We wake up, I've had several of you guys tell me already tonight. How much suffering you're in, how depressed you are. M. Robert Kopp, Sunshine Melody, Onion Plug. Quick communal vision from Pepperoncini. Jar Jar talked about how the Nemodians are flooding Naboo with death sticks. Jar Jar talked about how the Nemodians are flooding Naboo with the death sticks. Interesting stuff. Appreciate that. Thanks so much, Pepperoncini. Well, and a beautiful night tonight, guys. Like, as I was saying, we checked in, and I read from many of you tonight that the vibe with you, and as an individual, now that we're here, the vibe's electric, right? We can feel that pulsating energy in the air and that we experience every single time we come to explorations with Leslie Tanner. But on an individual level, it's looking like pretty clear and pretty universal among the chat right now that you are not doing good. I saw depressed, I saw sorrow, I saw sad, I saw suffering. We got some people that are not doing good. Nindy New. Wow. Can you imagine that? Brother Nindy New coming in here being sad. I don't think I've ever seen that guy express a feeling in my life, other than sort of maybe a reverence for the program and maybe a little bit of anger here and there. Yep, I sure do like cats. This isn't related to the theme, so I just wanted to say it here. A child flashed me at Walmart today. I just turned and his penis was out. I still don't have an explanation. Well, I can, as a therapist, I'm happy to supply that sort of stuff. Yep, I sure do like cats, with a sort of implied question to that, and a very brave thing, honestly, a very brave thing to bring up a child's penis in a public forum like this, right? Not many people would do it, and if we get some namaste in the chat right now for Yep, I sure do like cats, with the bravery and the courage and just that good old-fashioned American. That gall, we love that. I love it. Thank you. Philzy74, if Nindy New is sad, then I'm flash darn miserable. Philzy74, feeling Nindy New to the core. Feeling Nindy New to the core of his heart. Namaste. Yeah, very brave. I appreciate that. Everybody, thanks for backing me up on that. I really appreciate that. So, yep, I sure do like cats chiming in, having seen a child's penis. Listen, that's just nature. I'll tell you, as a therapist, there's a non-zero chance that child is abused. I'll tell you that right now. But also, it's a very natural thing for for young boys to just want to express, get out there, start peeing in different weird places. Experiment, but the more I dwell on it, the more it's got a negative timbre to it. Yeah. So ultimately, all the best for all the abused children out there. Really, like I said, very brave to bring that up, and I am overjoyed. I'm overjoyed to be able to address that at the top, right at the top, setting the tone of the energy, to be able to weave in, child abuse and children's. Privates and anything else like that. If you got anything else, don't worry about it. I know it's not related to the theme, but you go ahead and chime right up. Let's weave that kind of vibe in tonight. I think he just didn't know what was going on. Well, he's a child. He's fucking retarded. He doesn't know anything. He's got like very hard logic wired into his head. It's all rational. It's all logic, but he doesn't know what's going on. You're 100% right about that. Good or bad? Good or bad? Orchestar, would you prefer or those of a teen, adult, or geriatric penis? What age would I prefer? Kind of depends on my mood, to be honest with you. That's a good question. That's a really good question. But it depends on my mood. But it probably, most likely, it's gonna stay between the adult dick, like rock hard. If it's flaccid and adult, I don't want to see it. I want to see a soft geriatric penis. I don't want to see we're talking pussy, that's a completely different situation. We're talking what kind of pussy I want to see. Well, we gotta. Is that what you meant? Side hook with a gun. I saw an elderly man with his jeans and underwear down to his ankles, pissing in a urinal with his freckled little ass out. I hope one day to be as comfortable with myself as him. Namaste. Side hook. Yeah, that's 100%. That is the 100% correct reaction to seeing that. 100% correct. We look for that sort of that sort of lack of meta awareness. We're looking for that resonance in who we are, what we are. Yep, I shoot it like cats. Would you prefer to see a rock hard vagina over a rock hard penis? No, I want to see a vagina that's. Let me think about that. Let me conjure that in my mind. No, I think I'd like to see a vagina that was soft and dewy, and so maybe a little puffed up. Personally, for me, but that's my preference. That's my preference. As far as a penis goes, yeah, rock hard. Give it to me all day, rock hard. Love those penises. But on the other end of the spectrum, though, if we're looking down the pipeline at age, I want to see that vagina sag to the floor, essentially. I want to see both the inner and outer labia. I want to see a mess. Phil Z74, you can tell the age of a man by how much longer his pubes than his flaccid dingling. Interesting. So Phil Z74 letting the bush grow. Phil Z74 letting that bush grow. That's a tip that we can take to the bank. Namaste. But yeah, no, I want to see a soft, speckled, maybe a little yellowed penis of an old man. And then an old vagina, I want it saggy, I want it wrinkled up, I want it kind of leathery, I want to be confused by it. I think that's ultimately, when I first see it for the first time, I want to be a little confused by it. Personally. So, Stone Monster 400 with, I'm sure, a beautiful perspective. Thanks so much, Stoney. Can't wait to get this. Mountain Dew Coochie makes people happy. Namaste. Yeah, that Mountain Dew, that dewy freshness and a little bit of citrus. You know what I'm talking about? That citrus, that acid. You want that acid in a vagina. Namaste. Fram, we are pussy juice. Yeah, that's what we're. And Fram, we are putting a period at the end of the sentence. Really sort of grabbing the zeitgeist of tonight's exploration by the short ones and just saying it out loud. Pussy juice. Namaste. And you got to get that acidity up, ladies. We got to get that acidity up. I don't know what the pH balance is because the last time somebody tried to give me literature to hand to my women patients. No, I physically assaulted them, and I said never do that again because we work one-on-one to get that acidity up, personally speaking. So that's where I am. That's where I'm coming from, and that is my attitude towards women's health. So guys, tonight we got a couple orders of business, and then let's open up the lines. Blessings and namaste. First of all, we got a P.O. box. Like I said, we're going to be doing mail night in a little bit. Mail night at the halfway point. Very exciting stuff. I got 4 things to open. 4 things to open, and they are beautiful. They're big. 2 of them are big. It was hard for me to resist opening them right there. but I did. But guys, send me some stuff. I love getting stuff from you guys. Postcards, letters, any damn thing. P.O. Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Namaste. Remember, 47621, Chicago, Illinois 60647. Can't wait to open that stuff up a little bit later. But before that, guys, here we go. We're going to get a couple more details about this, but guys, we got to... If you are interested in getting to the real meat on the bones of this program, I'm talking about videos, I'm talking about podcasts, I'm talking about postcards, I'm talking about music downloads, all the music, anywhere on this entire damn thing, you can download it at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. Let me say that again, the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. My library of exclusive materials that we use here at the program, but you can just really get down to the brass tacks of stuff over at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. The most recent thing it uploaded was, I believe it was yesterday, it was a sit down with none other than What's Up Cats Up, aka Toaster. That's right, a one-on-one between the guru and best friend Toaster. Lasted about 60 minutes. Beautiful, wide-spanning conversation. As you can imagine, it was a very rich period of time, and it overjoys me to be able to share that with my most committed explorers at the Community of Devoted Light at patreon.com. So if you are interested for just a couple dollars a month, getting your grabbing a little pause on that stuff, go ahead and click the link that's in the chat right now and explore that possibility and begin your final journey into the Community of Devoted Light. Now, let's see. Yeah, M. Robert Cup, you got to do it, especially if you're depressed. Especially if you're depressed, this is going to make it worse. And that's where we want to end up. So if you give a call tonight, or if you're looking to just really crank up the heat a little bit, turn that low simmer to a rolling boil on your depression, go ahead and chime in on the most recent podcast of Devoted Light with Toaster, a.k.a. What's Up Cats Up. Namaste. All right, so anyway, so that's my 2 orders of business. Let's get down to, I'll give you the little spiel and let's open up the line. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are exploring changing the world, right? Now, Nigel Pennyweather with a communal vision. I can't wait to get into this. Thanks so much, Nigel. Nigel Pennyweather, when I was in school, I was peeing next to a special ed kid, and he was doing something besides peeing. I glanced over, and he was shoving an ink cartridge into his penis. Advance. Another case in which a lot of special ed kids end up being sort of like sneaky advanced. In many ways, most ways not, right? Most ways not. Most ways they require a special education because they are a lot less smart and capable with emotional disorders. It's funny. If I could have designed it better myself to take all the like really truly retarded kids and put them in a room, a one-room, small room, no windows, with just some kids with personality disorders because they were molested at an early age. Put them all in a room. Why not? Let's go. And then make it a virtue for teachers to be able to go in there and really dial in that vibe. I love that. I could not have designed a better situation myself. Really appreciate that. Now, ink cartridge into the penis, though. Ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you that might have been shocking at an early age to see. And if you saw a child doing that, if you were a special ed teacher and somebody brought that to your attention, you'd be like, holy moly, let's do something to prevent this. But, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you right now, that is one of the top 5 search terms on Pornhub right now. Especially if you were able to dial in the search area, I'll bet that's more than one state's top searched term on Pornhub.com. Zeitgeist, exploration, and blessings and namaste to that child. Unfortunate, though. Unfortunate, all things being equal. Now, wonderful, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's theme, changing the world. Now, guys, the reason I'm bringing this up, I drank a lot of coffee today. And I just, I had a vision. A world on top of the world that I was looking at. I could see them both at the same time. what my physical eyes were bringing to my mind's eye sort of overlaid an alternate version of everything that I could see, touch, feel, taste, and hear. I lost myself, touch, cherry to Jane Fonda workout videos. Beautiful. Thanks so much, Phil. Really appreciate that. So once again, Phil Z, if you're looking for the genres of Phil Z, there's one. He's given riddles, like he's a little tipsy, and he's a goblin under a bridge trying to get you down into a secret little layer underneath the bridge. Those are one kind, and then we got another kind. Phil Z74 sharing a lot of information like that. He jacked off to Jane Fonda VHS tapes, and I love that. I mean, they're very sexy. They're very sexy. Jane Fonda being very sexy, the workout tapes being very sexual indeed. Being very sexual indeed. Namaste. So, in Huck 5 jacked off the Sears catalog. Let's hear it for the Sears catalog. Jacking off. Namaste, Huck 5. Blessings. Now, as I was saying, guys, changing the world, I had a vision after, getting caffed up this afternoon, an overlay, a world on top of a world. I could see and move through it. It was that real to me. That real to me. And I meditated on this, ladies and gentlemen. I meditated on this feeling, this experience, and I realized how truly universal. I could not get over it. From a very early age, from I would say adolescence, part of adolescence, is realizing the world that you are aging into, right? That you are inheriting. And in many ways, I would go as far as to say, most ways, it is deficient. It is decaying. A world that you as a child trusted adults to care for, advance, nurture, plan ahead for, only to be shit on, milked, and perverted at every available opportunity by people who couldn't see past 6 inches in front of their nose. From that age on, ladies and gentlemen, we were cursed with the desire to change this world. An insatiable fire to change the world, and regardless of ways. A lot of ways, sometimes we bring this up, especially on the internet, the first thing we think of is maybe we start thinking about in terms of social justice. Maybe that's the first thing we think of, a lot of us. We think of the sociological demographics, right? We think of the races that need help. We think of the classes that need help. We think of the homosexuals that need help. We think of the this, that, and the others that need some help, though they need a different world to be in. Well, ladies and gentlemen, even though that is the first impulse, that is hardly the only framework by which we can view the change that needs to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am looking in the opposite direction. And I'm speaking to my religious explorers.
Hateful violence is almost always upsetting, and mass shootings are definitely another one of those times.
100%. 100%. I have yet to speak to a single person who's walked out of a mass shooting situation and not been affected by that negatively. 100%. I know it's anecdotal, but I feel like it's enough for me to go ahead and publicly state that as many times as I can. Brave of me to do so. Phil Z74, thank you so much. I saw a dude. Here we go. So this is really good. I saw a dude riding on a motorcycle with a dog and a baby Bjorn. I was jealous. I saw a dude riding a motorcycle with a dog and a baby Bjorn. Right in front. And was the dog facing out or in? But I'm speaking to my religious explorers. Too often, ladies and gentlemen, people, especially on social media sites like Twitch.tv, are made to feel, stupid or or old-fashioned or backwards, simply for their religious beliefs, for believing in something, for God's sake, for believing in something beyond the modern conception of man. And I won't stand for that. I will not stand for that. ladies and gentlemen, a very potent and equally as important framework by which to relate and view this change that needs to happen, little goop goop namaste, is a religious framework, ladies and gentlemen. What does God want? What did God plan? How far have we strayed? Of course, these different frameworks will produce different results, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying this to let you all know. If you're an explorer, if you are here, I want to hear about the change that you wish to see in the world. And I want to hear your plan for it. Namaste, communal vision, blessings. Communal vision, Mother Nipple Bottom. I think plenty of people are in cults just like us. Namaste. See? And if you're that's remarkable empathy. Mother Nipple Bottom, really earning that mother moniker. Namaste, that ability to relate emotionally to different human beings. Namaste, Mother. You're holding us, you're anchoring us. Namaste to you. But like I was saying, guys, we're not just talking about one kind of change. We're talking about any kind of change. You see the decay, you see the degeneracy, you see the perversion extending in every direction. And you can see, feel, and taste another world on top of that in your mind's eye. What is that world? And tell me about your plan to get there, okay? Tell me about your plan to get there. Namaste. Opening up the lines now. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, wait one moment. I've got to change my my sound real quick because I forgot to put the phone on the speakers instead of you know. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
It's Sparkly.
Sparkly, it is so good to hear from you. How are you doing tonight, hon?
I'm good. I'm a bit tired, but I'm pretty good.
Tired?
Yeah.
Why tired? What's going on? What's going on with Sparkly lately that you're tired right now, huh?
I did sort of like a soul excavation therapy session. Have you ever had that where you do so much healing that you're just like kind of wiped after?
You know, I might speak about it differently than you, but I think I can hear the tone of your voice, and I can pretty much guarantee that I have experienced at least something similar to what you're describing right now. Can you give us a little more details about this, though?
Well, it was like I had been lugging all this pain in my bones.
Your bones.
And like 25 years for like, and so when I let it go, it was like, whew. And yeah, now I'm just kind of getting adjusted to being so light, and it's an adjustment.
Wow. So what I'm hearing from you is that you were this pain manifested in your bones, and one aspect of that was just it made your body feel heavy.
I think it made me tense a lot. Like are you ever like tensing your back or your neck or shoulders and you don't realize?
Absolutely. Oh yes, 100%. I almost on a nearly constant basis, different areas of my body at different times. Stone Monster 400, bone pain. Am I right, gentlemen? You know, we may laugh, we may giggle, but that is a very serious pain.
Yeah. Truly.
No. So give us so the internal experience of this excavation therapy. How would you sum it up for us? How long did it last? What were the different shades of it?
It wasn't even that long. I think it was like 20 minutes.
Pepper and Chini with a quick communal vision. Is this Sparkly of Sparkly Miracle Zone? I hope it is, because I'm a founder and inventor of that Twitch channel and really love to invite people to come check it out to see a one-of-a-kind show.
how are we defining inventor?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's go ahead and throw that over to Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini, what do we mean? Let's define inventor in this case. So you're challenging that. You're saying he did not invent anything that appears on the channel.
Well, no.
Okay. Just to make that clear. Just to make that clear. Just to give him a chance to rebut now.
Let's change the world, Leslie. Let's stay on the course.
It sprung from my mind like Athena.
I think Aphrodite is who was born from the foam, not Athena. That's what he's referring
That's two corrections attempted. Let's give him a chance to respond. But let's get back to the excavation. So you excavated, you did the therapy, and so what would that process have looked like on the outside, Sparkly? If I was a fly on the wall during this excavation therapy, what would it have looked like to me? What would I have seen?
Crying like a banshee.
Crying.
Like
a banshee.
Crying. Yeah.
Do you feel embarrassed when you cry?
No. It's happened so often that I've lost any shame around it.
How often would you say?
It really depends, but definitely a few times a week.
Ooh, okay.
I used to be an everydayer, but not. We've calmed down a bit. But I sort of think that it's more of like I'm just cycling. I'm like, I'm just like regenerating all the time.
What an interesting way to think about that. Now, Sparkly, listen. It's been a while since we've had a chance to chat, and Lord knows we could spend all day chopping it up and gabbing. Given our mutual interests and sojourns in our individual lives. However, I do want to take this chance to sort of Cooker Pie subbing for the 4th month. Blessings. It's hard to believe that it's only been 4 months. Wow. Cooker Pie, namaste and blessings to you, sweetheart. Really can't tell you how much I appreciate that and appreciate your presence here in general. Namaste to Cooker Pie. Wow, 4 months flew by. OM Godspeed. In the classical Olympian pantheon, Athena was regarded as the favorite child of Zeus, the king of the gods, born fully armed from his forehead. Any response to that? Do you have any insights?
Cool.
Just a cool.
Thanks. Thank you.
Interesting. Thank you and cool. Yeah, so if you could read between the lines on that, that wasn't positive. Pepperoncini, Athena famously sprung fully grown from Zeus's head, endorsed by... things are going so fast. Endorsed by me, inventor and founder of the channel Pepperoncini. Athena is described as having sprung from the forehead of her father, Zeus. Namaste. Any responses to this?
I feel like they are, give me something to respond to, I guess.
Stress Yoga, just saying hi. Stress Yoga saying hello with a wave to you. I'm gonna send that on over to you, Sparkly.
Okay. Hi.
And then we've got Phil Z 74 with another communal vision as well. Love these. Hey, look at me, I farted. But with some stupid Greek
I'm so
crap.
happy for you getting all these bits.
Phil Z 74 says added a wee on the end of that. And then we've got Mother Nibblebottom with a communal vision as well. You're very inspiring to the community tonight, Sparkly. Mother Nibblebottom says Athena was born from his head because he ate her mother.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to do like a Greek mythology edition episode.
I will not do that. Probably, most likely. Just being honest. Pepperoncini, Aphrodite's name means arisen from foam.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And we've got
Thanks,
yet
everyone, for
another
that. Appreciate it.
communal vision from Fram Weard. This is addressed to Phil Z. Phil these nuts, bitch.
Fab.
So that's Fram Weard saying, like maybe suck on my nuts or fill my nuts up from coming in my ass or something. I'm not exactly sure, but either way, pretty graphic, and that's the kind of stuff that part of me really loves to see. So namaste. And we've got yet another communal vision. Sparkly, you have tickled the minds and hearts of this community. Godspeed says,
Yeah.
in the version of her birth recounted by Hesiod in his Theogony, Cronus served Uranus' genitals and threw them behind him into the sea. The foam from his genitals gave rise to Aphrodite. There are so many. Okay, yeah. Hence her name, which Hesiod interprets as foam arisen. Hesiod states that the genitals were carried over the sea a long time, and white foam arose from the immortal flesh. With it, a girl grew. Any response to that?
Cool story, bro.
And then we've got another one from G Money Milo, communal vision from G Money Milo. I used to have a tabby cat named Athena. She would bring me dead birds and mice.
Okay. Tabby cat.
And yet another communal vision, this time from one of our moderators. His name goes by the name Fram Weard. Fram Weard says, whenever I play the hit video game, Hades and Aphrodite appears to give me a power, I get all bricked up. The game Hades, and then, okay, the game is called Hades, and Aphrodite appears to give me a power, I get bricked up, meaning just sort of sexually aroused. I'd imagine Fram's got a penis. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we learned something important here about the popularity of this topic with your community, I guess.
Yeah, well, Sparkly, really appreciate the call. Thank you so much for dialing in. Hopefully we talk to you soon. Namaste.
Bye-bye.
708-240-8953. If we could do a shout out of Sparkly Miracle Zone, that'd be really helpful for me. I would do it right now, but I'm hosting a show. OM Godspeed, the hit video game Hades, released in 2020, is named for the Greek god Hades. Interesting stuff. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Leslie Tanner, as I live and breathe in Psyduck.
Psyduck, brother Psyduck. Namaste to you.
Namaste, Guru.
Guys, I just shouted out
Sparkly
Miracle Zone in the chat. Go ahead and smash that follow if you're not already. Smash it. Well, regardless of whether you're smashing Sparkly Miracle Zone, but follow Sparkly Miracle Zone. Smash the follow button is what I meant to say. Well, Cougar Pie with a communal vision, Psyduck, before we get started. One time Zeus... Yeah, I mean that's how I interpret that. That's how I interpret that golden rain as pee-pee. Wonkler 950, namaste to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Wonkler. Welcome on in. So listen, Psyduck, it's great to have you. How you doing tonight?
Doing good. A little bit tired, Guru. Spent a week, as I said, in the cursed land of San Diego. Got back yesterday. Slept the majority of today. Feeling a little bit recharged. But it's Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, brother. You got to explore. So, Psyduck, listen. San Diego. Maybe the question I'm about to ask you can be colored by your experience with San Diego. Maybe not. But I'm going to pose it to you either way. Tonight, we are exploring, as you know, changing the world, right? You've got a desire to change the world. Of course you do. I want to hear about it, and I want to hear about your plan. What's on your mind's eye right now? What do you see about this world that needs changing?
So the first thing, maybe kind of in tandem, I have an ultimate plan, but the first thing would be directly related to San Diego, and that's that I wish that it didn't smell like piss everywhere. Can't explain it. Again, maybe Gene, if he wants to chime in and let us know why it is so humid there, probably because of the piss. But it just smells like salt water and piss really everywhere you go. The hotels also don't seem to have any water filtration. So any and all water you interact with is very salty. It's quite unnerving. You go out to a restaurant, you get some tap water, God forbid, tastes like salt. Not a fan. But that's besides the point. I think my main takeaway that I took from last week, after working like 12, 13-hour days for almost the full week, is the importance of naps and how that can really change your own mentality, but really everyone's mentality around you. Because if you don't get good enough sleep, you don't get a nap, you're kind of a little bitch, you're a little stinker. And that rubs off on not only yourself, but everyone around you. So I think I would like a great nap indoctrination for everyone, not only this community, but the world in mass. And
listen, so naps. One thing at a time. So we got three. So let's go on these three.
I got a lot to catch up on.
Let's attack these three though. I'd love to gab with you, but I got to keep us focused on an exploration tonight. The past couple explorations have been, somebody calls up and absolutely derails. So forgive my, my directness right now. So we've got salt and salt water, the smell of piss, and naps.
Mm-hmm.
Am I hearing you right?
Yes. Now, the first two were not related. That was just me filling you in on my last week of not being here. Also, a little dig at San Diego, just a terrible city, if you ask me. But really, the changing the world aspect of tonight's explorations is the great nap doctrine. That's ultimately my message to anyone listening and those not listening.
So your plan to fix the salt and salt water and just piss?
No, Guru, come on. So the first two is really just a dig at San Diego. I was gone, just trying to catch you up where I've been, what I've been thinking.
Okay.
Terrible city, piss water,
right.
Salty water, salty piss water. Don't care for it.
Right.
Has nothing to do with the changing the world aspect. The changing the world aspect is naps. We need to nap more. We need more sleep. We need to rest our little eyes.
So we're seeing, I'm hearing naps from you. Okay, interesting. So the napping isn't like an approach to fix the smell of piss in San Diego or salt and salt water.
I don't know. It's at this point it's in early stages.
I was going to say, that's not going to work. I can just tell you right now. Fram Weard, I want to change the world by terminating this phone call, but I'm broke.
Well, Fram, you can go fuck yourself. So, sorry. He's probably the one contributing to all the fucking piss smell in San Diego.
Wow. So are you going on record saying Fram smells like piss?
I am, Guru, and I'm sorry. I mean, # sorry, not sorry, but I get the vibe. He smells a little bit like piss.
Okay, plan. So idea, people take naps. How are we going to implement that? How are you going to do that? What's your plan? Because right now, I'll tell you the first thing I can think of is that people will say, I don't have time for that.
Okay, well, those people are wrong.
They work.
You know, what are they doing out trying to work the stock market or some fucking bullshit? Oh, I don't have time for that.
A lot of people do.
Make time.
A lot of people work the stock market for.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
Make time for the things
Who
that
are
are
you
important in life.
Okay, go ahead. Go to the stock exchange in any major city and say you shouldn't be doing this. See how well it works.
Well, those people, Guru, are not getting enough naps. That's why they're so fucking wired. And, you know,
if this is your plan, though, you need to figure out how you're going to do this. G-Money Milo, if you nap too much, you end up napping in piss. Interesting point. Any response?
That is true. Well, maybe so instead of, I guess, bringing it back to the San Diego situation, instead of the piss and, you know, kind of saline smell, maybe we just put something in the water that makes people sleepy. You know, kind of forcing it upon them.
Okay, so we're talking about putting like Ambien in tap water.
You know, or something harder. I don't. Not everyone reacts, you know, super well to Ambien. They see like the purple elephant or whatever the fuck you want to call it if you take too much of it and then try to stay up, you know, past the brink and then you're tripping balls or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. What makes people sleepy? I think melatonin works for some people, not all.
So you're gonna put something in the water treatment centers, but you don't even know what. Okay, so like if I airdropped you in a water treatment center, you don't even know what kind of drugs you need on you.
Look, I'm spitballing, man. I'm spitballing.
Well,
my
idea
was
you just don't have a very good plan together for how to get this nap thing done.
That's fair. But I'm starting with the foundation of an idea and trying to work forward.
Well, listen, a lot of us have foundations and motivations, and that in itself is an invaluable teacher in our lives. But listen, yeah, I mean, don't stop trying, you know, or whatever. But right now, you're nowhere near ready with an actionable plan.
Okay, that's fair enough. I guess I'll just keep drinking that piss.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, not at this time, Guru.
Communal vision from G-Money Milo. Put this call in the water. It's making me sleepy.
That's fair. Maybe I can record my voice and then put that in the water somehow.
Oh,
I don't know.
You're close. I think you just keep going. You know, I so far not very good plans though.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll figure it out and come back maybe later tonight or possibly Thursday. We'll see, Guru.
Well, listen, right. Namaste. I appreciate the call. Namaste to you, Siduk. Great to hear from you, brother.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Namaste. Say namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hi, Leslie. This is Bit Wars.
Bit Wars, brother. Welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight?
Good. I really liked tonight's theme, talking point. Wanted to speak on it.
Yes, please. Go ahead. The floor is yours. Go ahead. Give us your little thing.
This is going to sound really corny, maybe a little bit gay, but something that I try to live by, and a quote that I try to live by is, be the change you want to see. And I try to implement that into, as many things as I can as possible. And, one easy target is like driving. I live in an area where there's a lot of shitty drivers. And I feel like just, being a good example of a driver and, using your blinker, driving at, safe speeds and things like that is really what I want to see other people do. And if they don't do that kind of stuff, if they're, going onto the freeway and they're going 25 miles an hour, if they are turning onto a street that has a dedicated lane for them, but they stop like they have to in order to let traffic pass, then those are the times where you have to let people know that they're doing something wrong. So you're laying on the horn, you're driving them off the road, you're cutting them off in traffic, you're flipping them off. That's how people learn, is basically just by making sure that they know that they fucked up. And that's, I feel like, the best way to teach and the best way to show people and make change in the world is by, living how you want people to live, being a good example, proving to people that you're the king of the road, and them saying, I want to be like that. I want to drive good. I don't want to be treated like an asshole when I drive like an asshole. That's just one example. I try to use it in my work life as well, but driving is like, there's so many different examples I can pull.
Interesting. So let's review that. Let's review that, because that was quite an address that you gave us. A lot to work with. So the change that when you think about changing the world, the first thing you think of is driving, traffic, right?
Everyone drives.
And your approach to that so far, in wanting to see a better world, a changed world in which people drive more responsibly, is to, you appeal to that old adage, to be the change. Now,
you got to be a role model.
I got a question for you. How well has that worked?
So far, I mean, some people are just stuck in their ways, and it's not going to, you're just a pin drop in the ocean. You're just a little drop of water, so you don't really always get to see the results of what you do. All you can really do is just tell yourself that what I did today mattered. Like, what little I did helped change the world. Just, one good example of driving at a time.
So this approach makes you, it sounds like it lets you sleep a little easier at night, right?
Absolutely.
It lets you sleep a little better, knowing that, you, even if it was a little bit, you did something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something positive.
So let's take a look at that, though. Is you sort of tending to your feelings about wanting to change the world and not having, a huge impact, is this helping change the world?
I would hope so. I mean, everyone drives. Everyone around me drives like an asshole.
You said it right there. You said it right there. Everyone around me drives like an asshole. So when you put your head on the pillow at night and you tell yourself that you did a good job, you did a little bit of good somewhere in this world, yet this phrase, everyone around me drives like an asshole, right? Yeah. It sounds to me like your strategy of tending to your feelings about how to change the world, right?
Yeah.
Tending to your feelings about feeling out of control, right? Not liking this world, resenting it, resenting the fact that you're better than other people at driving.
Oh, yeah. So much.
This is, you said it yourself, everyone around me drives like an asshole. So would you say that your strategy of being the change is actually working?
You can't see results yet, but I'm not giving up.
How old are you?
I'm 41, but I've only been a good driver for, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so. Before that, I was a 20-year-old
10 years. Okay, 10 years. 10 years of a plan. And it's just inconclusive to you?
Well, there's a lot of people out there, Leslie. There's only so many people that I'm going to, they say that you only meet about 100,000 people in your entire life.
Okay, let me rewind again, though. Let me rewind again.
Yeah.
Everyone around me drives like an asshole.
True.
Sonic with a gun quote, real quote.
There are a few gay guys from Guam in my town who hate NASA for some reason.
And they're not that fun to hang out with. So everyone around me drives like an asshole. You've given yourself 10 years. So can we go ahead and do you see where I'm going with this?
No. But when I was younger, I was an asshole. Like, I remember, I got DUI when I was younger. I remember I would, drive just to see how fast my car would go. And I didn't really care about other people that I was sharing the road with. Now, I've changed since then. And other people should change, too. So what better way to kind of, vindicate my past self than be a good driver now and make sure other people, are good drivers too, by making sure that they know when, I feel they've made a mistake.
Now we introduced another thing. We introduced one other thing. So we're trying to atone for feeling like a piece of shit about how we drove in our 20s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to make up for a sin, and you picked a way to try to make up for that, the measure being changing the world of how people drive, and your strategy has, again, I'm trying to be very, I'm leaving a gap right here on purpose. You said the phrase, everyone around me drives like an asshole. I would say your strategy is blank.
So the problem is people drive like assholes.
Right.
My strategy is be a good driver and be a good example, be a good role model.
Okay, multiple choice. Has it succeeded or failed?
It's inconclusive. It's succeeding one day at a time.
Inconclusive. 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years, Bet Wars.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
10 years. Are you going to give it another 10 years? What's the trial period for this?
No, but it's something I'm just so passionate about. I just don't know how else to make an impact than...
Namaste. You have been terminated by Cougar Pie. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
It's Michaela, and I have a very good thing that's on topic.
Beautiful. And listen, Michaela, do you mind if I refer to your beliefs at all?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
I don't have to. I don't have to blow it up.
I'm a Christian, but that's not something I want to bring up in this cesspool of a experience.
Cesspool. I love that. But that's the cesspools require the guidance can really be guided by that perspective. Pepperoncini says, not only is it impossible to change the world, it's pointless. History is littered with the bodies of millions who have tried it and failed. I'm going to throw that to you. Michaela, give a response to that.
History is littered with the bodies of everyone because everybody dies one day.
Sounds like a bunch of losers to me.
Yeah. Okay. So I know how I want to change the world, Leslie.
All right, talk to me. Michaela, we are exploring changing the world. Talk to me. How do you want to change the world, Michaela?
So I think that I want to change the world by making it more common for people to dress really strangely without it being a big deal. Really, really strangely.
Interesting. Okay, so you want to, I'm going to say this back again just to make sure I understand. You want to make it easier for people to dress very strangely without it being a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want people to dress just literally however they want and for it not to be any kind of statement necessarily. It's just oh yeah.
Family Art says, just wear the fursuit, Michaela.
You know I don't have money for that.
Would you?
That's not what I'm talking about.
Would you?
I'm not going to address that at this moment.
That's a yes. That's an unequivocal yes. Yeah. So, all right, but let's continue.
I'm talking about, like, okay, you know how, like, I dress up as a clown and stuff?
Right. I'm aware, yes. Guys, if you're not aware, Michaela has posted pictures in the Discord server dressed as a clown, likes to dress as a clown, showed up on Infatuations dressed as a clown, just to bring everybody up to speed. A real quick quote.
There's no penis in the world small enough to justify rape of any kind, in my opinion, as a therapist.
As a therapist. And Stone Monster, Cougar Pie saying good caller. So Cougar Pie approves of this business with you, Michaela.
Yeah, I like Kook.
Yeah, Kook's a good one. Kook's a strong explorer. Stone Monster 400, maybe my Catla could dress up like teenage boy, my cat. Is it My Cat Law? My Cat L.A.
There's like a running joke where they just try to increasingly spell my name wrong.
My Cat Law could dress up like a teenage boy with a boner. Interesting.
That's a really weird.
Interesting image. Now, let's go. Continue, Michaela. Tell me about this. You dress up like a clown, but
I mean, and it's interesting, and it makes people's daily lives more interesting because it's like, oh, I saw a clown today. Actually, the first time I ever got flipped off when I was driving, I was dressed as a clown. So that's a funny story, right? The guy's like, oh, this girl doesn't know how to drive. It was a clown, so it's okay. But my point is, I think that people, like, if someone wants to wear a freaking, if they want to wear like elf ears or like, I don't know, maybe have like a mullet and like a turtleneck sweater and a blazer and a gold chain. I think that they should be able to wear it in public without getting looked.
Okay. Oh, no, you've been terminated. No mistake. Okay, we're not doing that. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. We are exploring changing the world. How my YouTubers doing, by the way? Stephen David over at youtube.com. I see you. Namaste to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate that. Blessings and namaste. How are we doing over at YouTube, though? Night Year with a communal vision. I can't wait to get into this. Quick communal vision, real caller. I got to go over with Night Year. Night Year says, hey, Leslie, who terminated them? What a great explorer. Oh, I don't know. I guess it was just a ghost in the machine that detected the disrespect that Michaela was showing me, Leslie Tanner, host and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Who knows? I guess we'll never know. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hello, mate.
Is this Wiki?
This is Nigel. I'm from across the pond. Cheerio there, man.
Oh, Nigel, it's so great to hear from you, Nigel.
It's Wiki.
Wiki? I had no idea.
Did I do a good one?
That was a good one. You're good at accents. You are good at accents. That really got me. That really took me for a spin.
Yeah, I was gonna try to throw some more English words at you, but I could not do that. I just knew I would fool you.
No, you did. You absolutely fooled me. Well, I heard a growl, but then once you started talking, I was like, no. This has got to be someone else. And then you took, like I said, you took me for a lap. You took me for a spin around the block. That was crazy. That was really crazy of you, Wiki.
That's a wild one, that good.
That was. Well, thank you so much. Have you been working on that accent?
A little bit on my spare time when I'm not working on music or something like that. I've been working on that English accent. I'm trying to get it down. I want to go for them English parts. They got a lot of English movies with all the things going on over there.
Absolutely.
I'm sure there's going to be future movies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see, because a lot of musicians, some of them end up being actors. Maybe you've got like kind of an acting bone in you. Have you ever considered, being in a movie or something like that?
I have considered it there, Guru, but I think it might throw me off my game. It might throw me off my game. If I get in camera and then big lights hit me, I might pop, I might come across at the seams and just fall apart.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, but you got to try it, though. I think if it's in your heart, you got to trust your heart. Your heart's gotten you this far, Wiki.
Yeah, I just want to get one of them English hats and a pipe and walk down the street and say, hello, mate, like a side character in a movie.
Oh, I'm brother, I'm over the moon. I really appreciate that. That's so funny and fun. Now, Wiki, I got to take you to task, though. Tonight we're exploring changing the world, Wiki Wibba. Everybody wants to do it a little bit at least. And when I say that phrase to you, and I ask you, what desire do you have in your heart to change this world of ours? What comes up in your mind's eye? Talk to me about that.
The first thing I can think of, Guru, would be to change. I think we should have a coalition of destroying these big brand ideas. Everybody got these big ideas. They're all driven by ego and these big dogs. And I think everybody in the nation should have to send in a formal letter and tell about their big, big idea. And then we should take that idea and we should start a fire. Take every idea and throw it in the flames, get a 40 and dance around the fire. Somebody's got to watch. I mean, we got to watch the collapse. You know what I mean? Somebody's got to make the scroll when this all goes down.
What I'm hearing from you, Wick, is we on a very fundamental level, right? On a very fundamental level, we need to hit a reset button. We need to burn down all the ideas, and we need to start over. Is that what you're saying?
All these people, they got all these big solutions. They got ideas. We're gonna save the chickens. We're gonna save the crows. We're gonna save the ocean. We're gonna save the seashells. I got an idea about let's save the Marmaduke. That dog, that breed's going out, the Marmaduke. And somebody wants to save those. And we don't. Sometimes you got to let things go that natural route. And nobody's ready for that, I don't think.
Wiki, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, because you're doing something very brave right now, Wick. You're doing something very brave. You're taking a sort of meta approach. You're taking a sort of an analytical perspective on the idea of change in the first place. You are saying that those of us with change in our heart, those of us who see this world as lacking, you're saying that we need to throw away all those ideas, back to the drawing board. We have lost, accept it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes things just got to go they natural route. I mean, some things just got to go down. I mean, look at the T-Rex there. He didn't make it. And is anybody bitching about that today? I don't think so. I mean, you had a big T-Rex running after you? Hell no. I don't want no big-ass T-Rex. We need new age big dog ideas. We don't need no T-Rex brought back from the dead.
So, and you brought up a lot of these ways that people want to change the world, the ocean, the animals, the this, the that, the other. And you're saying, and I'm going to go ahead and fill this gap in for you. Are you, Wiki Wiva, publicly addressing and asking for just like a blatant accountability from our activists?
Yeah, they need to shut their mouth sometime and let things take their natural course. I think they got too many big ideas and they got this big old ego and they think they won this whole thing. And if it don't go right, they never come back and say, hold up, I made a big mistake. We don't need to do that. No, they add another whole idea on top of that bad idea and make it a worse idea. And then they step another ladder and they go up that next level and say, this idea really wasn't working. and let's put this idea on top of that idea. Maybe that'll make it work. How about we just chop it off at the stopping point, right at the first step, and say, you can't make no more bad ideas. You done made one big bad idea. Why add more bad ideas on top of the bad idea?
Wiki. As Stephen David at youtube.com just put it. Stephen David, you nailed it. WikiWivik, you nailed it to the wall. As Stephen David just said, caller gets it. Night Year, Wiki might be a goddamn poet. Good Lord, I'm inspired to shut my mouth for the first time in my life. Says Night Year.
Oh, he's a star. That boy is a star right there. He's going to be a shining white.
I love that. I love that. And yeah, imagine Night Year sort of, entering, middle age and becoming a star. I'd love that.
That would be beautiful.
I'd love that.
Beautiful.
I'd love it. I'd love it. I would love nothing more than to see Night Year right up against the likes of Timothy Chalamet.
I think he'd knock him out the box.
What was that?
He'd knock him right out the box. Right
He would.
There.
He
that
would.
boy take a sucker punch to the uppercut, and he'd be laying on the floor. Chalamet wouldn't know what to do with that young man.
Yeah, I think. Wow. Yeah. Listen. Night Year, if that special lady doesn't support your eventual stardom, you got a problem on your hands, and you guys got to work through that. You got to deal with that because you're destined for stardom. So, okay, Wiki, I want to go back to this because this is too important to skip over. You got it. Now listen, here I am. I designed tonight's theme, changing the world. Some of you who have been around the program for a while, you might be thinking, why is Leslie all of a sudden talking about changing the world? Right? That doesn't make sense. I've seen him say over and over and over again that, something to the effect that, the activists are losers, and that it's impossible or something to change the world, and that, we should admit that we are losers on a foundational level. I've seen this said over and over again. Why is Leslie talking about changing the world? Now, I designed tonight's theme, and Wiki kind of blew it up. Wiki in a positive way. Wiki absolutely nailed it to the wall. I designed tonight as an exercise in those points. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to change the world. We see another world. We move and act towards that world. But ladies and gentlemen, will that world come to be? No. Phil Z74, have you ever boofed a bottle of your favorite spirit and slept to college football highlights? Question for you, Wick.
I did have this girlfriend, Emily. She moved a bottle of NyQuil, and we watched the basketball highlights one night. She was tripping out. It was a very big booth.
Very big booth. All right.
I told her, don't do more than a cup, and she went for 2 cups.
A little bit of lore. Yeah, thanks so much, Wick. Now, to finish that point, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard me go tough on some callers tonight. They're bringing these plans. They've got these thoughts. They see a change they want to make, and then it comes to the plan. Their plans have been terrible, half-cocked ass, not worth their weight in horse poop, and because they utterly fail. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what we will be exploring tonight. From now on, we'll be exploring your failure. How do you want to change the world? Let me hear your plan. It won't be good enough. And what a teacher that is, Wiki. What a teacher.
I mean, if a man go out and build a bridge and that bridge fall down and a bunch of people get killed, he don't never get to build no bridge again. But those people with those big dog ideas, they think they smart. Yeah, they make them ideas. They get to keep making ideas. What's up with that?
I don't know. I truly do not know. I am befuddled. And let me tell you something honest, Wick. That is one of my primary motivations for this entire program. This sort of dissociated, delusional reality in which people can try. Maybe I'll get there this time. Never will. Never
They
will.
looking for that Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Listen, Wiki, we could talk about this all night. Of course, you understand what's going on here at the program. Thank you so much for underlining and illustrating this point for us. You're going to be you change how we're going to conduct this exploration tonight. So I thank you for just kind of really, really pushing us over the hill.
I thank you, Guru.
Yeah, of course. Now, Wiki, before we go, I got to ask. Of course, you're a sort of resident music guy, and I always had to ask at the end of the call to see if you got a little musical. A little shindig you could give us or something like this. But I got to ask again. Wiki, you got it in you. You got the energy. You got the thought. You got the intention. Talk to me, Wiki. Can you give us a little song tonight?
I got Will Diddy. It's a new piece I'm working on with the messed up hand, but I've been working on it for a little bit. And I got a new song. It's called Shake.
Called Shake.
And yeah, it's called Shake.
All right. Well, Wiki, I
think it's a pretty good one.
I paused the music on my end. That's all I was saying. I can't wait to hear Shake. Ladies and gentlemen, Wiki Wiva with Shake. Music's paused, the stage. Well, actually, we got a quick communal vision from Phil Z. Can Wiki sign my moobs, which means man boobs or his breasts? He's a fat guy and he's got big fat tits. Could you do that, Wiki?
You know what? You show up to that. You show up to that show that we're gonna do out there towards that Northwest. You know, when we get to the Northwest, I think you're out in Dakota or one of them weird states. And yeah, you come up the stage, you say, I'm filthy. I will sign them man boobs for you all day long. Just $5. You know.
Filthy little pig. Yeah, I'm a filthy little pig. Just say it. Reference it. He'll get you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
All right, so listen, I paused the music on my side. Go ahead, Wiki, whenever you are ready. Take it away.
All right, a one, 2, 3. Boom, da dum, da dum, da dum, boom, there is a place in my mind. Where's Pill? Back in time. Oh, how I crave. Oh, your touch. Blame all of me. I was not good enough. Shake. All I do is quake. Shake. All your love is hate. Shake. Lost in this space. Shake. All your smiles are fake. And that's the first verse to Shake that go.
Wow. Can we get some namaste in the chat right now for Wiki Wiba? Now, that is something I could absolutely shake my butt to on the dance floor. Thank you so much, Wiki, for just a beautiful, raucous contribution tonight.
Oh, I had a good time, Guru. I love you guys and keep the rock and roll going. We gonna burn up them big ideas, people. Woo!
Namaste, Wick. Blessings to you.
Namaste.
Not me, single bit. Hit me with those single bits all night. Thank you so much, Not me. Really appreciate that. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you?
Hi, Leslie. Oh, my gosh. I'm so glad and thankful to get in. You can call me Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn. It's wonderful to hear from you, Huckleberry. Huckleberry, is this your first time calling?
This is my first time. I'm a first-time caller.
Wow. Guys, very excited. We got a first-time caller on our hands. Namaste to you. How long have you been watching the program?
I have only been fortunate enough to come across the program maybe a couple of weeks ago, and I was instantly hooked.
Wow. Well, it's wonderful to have you, Huckleberry Finn. How did you find us that night? Huckleberry, you still there? Huck, are you still there? I can't hear you if you are talking. All right, Huckle, give us a call back, okay? Now I'm going to say 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Hey, Leslie, this is Ashley.
Ashley, it's so good to hear from you. How you doing tonight?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, pretty energized, having a pretty robust exploration tonight. I feel good about tonight.
That's great. And you're actually like pretty chill. You're not too wired. I think it looks nice on you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You saying so is very sweet. You with the not quite as manic of an energy, and you think that's more becoming.
Yes.
Do you think this is personal for you, or do you feel is this a sort of a more universal resonance with others as well?
I think some people really like seeing you worked up, but personally, I think I like it when you're a little chill. I like it all, but I like it when you're a little chill.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm manic enough on my own. I don't need anything extra.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Is that you mentioned your wife in previous calls. Is this a way you and your wife balance each other out? Is she a little less manic than you perhaps?
Yeah, I would say so.
Bill Z74. Ashley, no offense. Anyone ever call you Smashly in high school for whatever reasons?
No, but my family would call me that a lot. Because I would accidentally break things a lot, and they would call me Crashly a lot because I fell a lot.
Oh, that's fun.
Usually
that's
very
fun and funny.
disastrous falls.
Did it embarrass you?
If it's a mild fall, it's embarrassing. If it's something severe, you don't care at that point. If EMS calls, you're not embarrassed.
Okay, so that's your line. All right, interesting. All right, so listen, Kook, I got to take you to task. Tonight we're exploring changing the world. Now, you've watched some calls tonight. You've got an idea for the direction in which we're headed, but talk to me. What is a way that truly in your heart of heart you wish to change this world if you could?
Well, I'm thinking of something that would have changed my world and my small community. Do you know the concept of Little Sebastian?
I only know Lil Sebastian is that little horse in the Parks and Rec, that beloved sitcom.
Yes. So in my area, we had a Little Sebastian, and it was a manatee called Snooty, who was 69 years old. He was the oldest manatee that ever existed, a rescue manatee, and he was my town's mascot. Everybody loved this thing. Kids would come around to pet him. People had his decorations everywhere, mailboxes in the shape of him. People loved this animal. He was almost 70. And then one day a handyman came and did some maintenance on his tank.
Give me a vision real quick from Godspeed saying nice.
Well, thank you. And handyman left a panel open underwater in his tank, and the manatee swam in and couldn't back out and died. And then after that, the maintenance man who did that was removed and then under the cover of night.
Night Year says, communal vision, Little Sebastian is also the name of Jen's gay boyfriend.
I thought it was David. Isn't it David?
She refers to him as Sebastian. Not exactly sure. But I feel like there's some code names going on. Phil Z74, I wish someone would do some maintenance on my tank with, and then he says, asterisk, wink, asterisk. So,
Your tank is your stomach, Phil. Your tank is your stomach.
He's looking for someone to save his life because he's morbidly obese. Maybe that's what he's trying to get across. He has a cry for help in the most serious sense.
But the authorities secreted this guy in under the cover of night so that townsfolk wouldn't murder him. They kept it completely anonymous. This really happened. And I think it would, for a little town, it would have been better if they had let us kill him, probably. Like, we don't have enough violent mobs. And in every Frankenstein movie, you have people with, like, pitchforks.
Mother
and
Nibblebottom with a
torches.
communal vision was the maintenance man jerking off under the covers at night. Why were you watching?
Miss me with that gay shit. Thank you.
There we go. Mother Nibblebottom. Don't come to Kook with that gay shit. Let's continue.
I think that we need more violent mobs. I think it would help our morale if they had let that happen.
I think
honestly.
I think that's a beautiful thought. I really do. I think that introduced right now, if we sort of were able to issue a software update and sort of just allow people to take out this this sense of vengeance, this massive expression of disapproval via violence. Nightyear says, "Hey caller, what are your thoughts on Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry dating?"
I have no thoughts on that. I have known nothing about it, and Katy Perry is very boring. So there you go.
Katy Perry, yeah. I mean, you can't deny her. Would you? Well, let me ask you this: Would you say that her output is completely worthless, or do you think there's any gems in there?
No, I think she had some good songs early on, but she comes from a fucking really weirdo family. They're like a fundy family that goes around. Her mom goes around every year and does those like purity sleepovers for little girls and stuff in churches. Like, they're freaking weird.
Yeah, that's weird stuff. That's weird stuff. Any sort of sleepovers with children and adults that I always think that's weird.
And then also basically like trying to teach them to not like tempt boys. And these are like 11-year-olds. I think they need to, back off on that a little bit.
Interesting story. I used to be in an abstinence group in high school that would go to middle schools and tell them not to fuck each other. Phil Z74, caller, how much time did your parents make you live in a cage, literal or figuratively? Scale 1 to 10, Phil Z74.
Well, we never had a literal cage, but figurative, that's so vague as to, I don't feel like I know how to answer that. I have an actual cage in my house, so do you like hearing that?
So not enough detail for you to be able to, to comfortably address.
That's some rookie shit. I don't know what that is, Phil.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, Phil. I don't know if you got a response to that, but that's pretty embarrassing for you. Now, okay, so let's continue, Kook. So you're seeing going back to the change that you wish to see. Public execution, public expressions of violence. Now, is there, technically speaking, depending on the state, they do have, the capital punishment, which is execution via, a chair or a gas chamber. Now, are you saying that doesn't go far enough and isn't really getting to the spirit of what you're trying to convey?
No, because I'm thinking more of like a 2-minute hate type situation. Like, they need to let those people do it then.
So
while they're still hot.
So so 2 minutes of hate, of course, being a reference to 1984. Am I right about that?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 minutes of hate, reference in 1984, in which auditoriums full of people were allowed to express hateful, vile, disgusting things towards a sort of a designated enemy, designated figment of hatred. Now, and this is good. This is good. Because I was inspired by that part, which was confusing, because I felt like I was supposed to be like, oh no, this is bad. I was like, they need to get this out.
It's great.
Yeah. Hatred is hatred is extremely powerful, and this being a personal power program, we got to investigate hate before we throw the baby out with the bathwater. So I'm so glad that we line up on that, Kook.
Yes, and instead of like a nebulous figure to hate, this is a real ass guy that killed our little Sebastian, And now these demoralized people have to walk around seeing statues of this dead manatee everywhere.
Full of hate.
When they could have just like lynched him or something.
Yeah. Full of hate, sadness, and anger, nowhere to put it. And the government, I'll use the word castration. The government cut your guy's penis off.
Yes. They colluded to get this guy out so he wasn't harmed and to keep his identity secret. What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, if there was a reason to stage a coup d'etat over a government, local or national, you're looking at it right here. The murder of a beloved, cute little animal that you guys had dominion over, cared for, admired, and then some random guy fucking kills it. And then the government makes it even worse and sort of illegalizes your foaming rage.
Yes.
So what's your plan?
Drowned a sea creature.
What's the plan? Because right now I hear, the government cut your dick off and it prevented you guys from doing anything. And that's the reflection on this. But what's the plan to sort of get this going? Get this public execution stuff going.
Well, I can't really say what I think we should do on the stream.
Yeah, that's
but I think we should.
Well, go ahead. Continue.
I think we could make an example out of somebody who allowed this to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm reading you loud and clear. For as many political channels there are on Twitch.tv, like some of the only quote unquote political actions that would amount to anything you can't even say out loud on the internet, huh?
Yes. And I'm not trying to screw you over either, so.
And we are referring to this this battery of actions. We're saying we can gesture towards an implied idea of what we're all thinking right now, but we can't even say it.
Yes, and I think that person should probably be dealt with how they did the manatee.
Now here we go. How does it feel, Kook? I would imagine. I can imagine how it might feel, but I want to hear it from you. How does it feel to admit to having your penis cut off by the government in your town with the manatee, and then later in life to feel such a profound rage inside of you, a clear vision for a future, and a battery of actions that you can imagine vividly in your mind's eye but can't even say out loud? How does it feel to hear, as an adult, between two adults on the internet, not be able to even say the solution out loud? How does that feel for you right now?
It partially makes me angry, but I'm willing to tamp that down because I'm trying to not hurt a friend and an institution that I care for. And that's why I'm holding back. So that makes it so I'm not as angry as I could be in a different situation because I know I'm doing the right thing.
You're not, what's the right thing in this case?
Well, the right thing would be not saying anything that could hurt the program.
Well, right. In that sense, yes. I wish we could let it fly. I wish we could be on kick.com, right next to all the, the what have you.
You don't want to be on Kick. My God.
Kook, we just talked for like 10 minutes about how you can't even say the solution. But if we found ourselves on Kick, not exclusively, but if we found ourselves on Kick, you maybe could say it out loud. Wouldn't that feel good?
I mean, that probably would. There's a lot of people on Kick that I don't think would be wise to connect you to.
Why is that? They don't deserve the program. They don't deserve the program? They don't need the
I mean, they could
guidance?
probably, but I don't think their fans would bring anything healthy or wanted to the chat.
I mean, I can imagine comparing a kick chat to this chat, very different animals, and I could see a lot of conflict there.
Yes.
Eventually speaking.
And also, if you go a little bigger than what you are now, and I think that's going to happen soonish, I don't know. I especially don't know if you want to align yourself with those type of people. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, to get to the kind of the to be a little obvious about tonight's point, changing the world, or sort of making a point about how, you know, we're losers, basically. You know, we have these ideas and we're not doing it, and it's never going to happen, and it's difficult to even look in the mirror at how much of an impotent failure we are, and this being the path of the program. Phil Z74, how much for the peen removal? I'd entertain this. For me, gift certificate, box of dilly bars. I'll come over right now. I'll cut your dick off. And that's not sexual. I will not be aroused while I do it. Twitch admins, I will not be sexually aroused cutting off a member of my chat's penis off. And there will be an exchange. I will get some dilly bars, but they have to be dairy-free, and I will not have an erection. So listen, let's cross that bridge when we get to it, Kook, because we've had waves. We have these waves. Before, in the past couple of years, we have these waves of things, and then there's like an adjustment of the energy, and it's very possible. It's very possible, but I can't help but stick my tongue in that cavity of kick.com every now and again, though. Once they open it up, I'm gonna dip my toe in. I'm gonna dip it in. I'm not gonna switch over because I think those people are broke and don't spend money.
I don't blame you for that.
But
you need to do what you need to do for the program.
Or maybe we host the streams that we can't say, we can't say the stuff. Maybe we put that on Discord. Maybe we have a little special stream for ourselves on Discord.
That actually could be a good idea.
Maybe. Would anybody be interested in that, chat? Can I see a 1 in chat if you would be interested in a adults only sort of situation on Discord, possibly? Cook saying no.
I just want to state for the record that Kook/Ashley, me, I support mob violence against the elected officials who allowed the person who murdered Snooty to get away in the cover of night.
Right. Because we've been speaking vaguely about a lot of violence, but you're just saying clearly what you're actually saying right now.
And they should die by drowning, like he did.
Yeah.
Period.
And scared. Maybe like stuck in a vent in a pool, right? When people are like, oh, I got stuck to the bottom of a pool because of the suction of the drain or something. That's terrifying. Maybe he could die that way.
And then buried in a lonely, untended, unmarked grave to never be remembered.
Yeah.
For killing our little Sebastian. These fucks.
Wow. Powerful stuff, Kook. I really appreciate that. Well, listen, Kook, I want to thank you for your presence and your contributions here tonight. Of course. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before we wrap things up here?
No, I enjoyed myself. Thank you very much.
Of course. It was I enjoyed myself too. It was my pleasure. I always love the chance to talk to you.
Have a great night.
Namaste, Kook.
Namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow, what a call. What a call. And that's when you know when you're really cooking with gas. You start shaking and baking and railing up against the edges of the medium through which you are being transmitted. 15 months of exploration with Fluxorm Zero has felt like 15 years of relaxation. Only you to thank, Guru. Fluxorm Zero, powerful beyond measure, thanks to the most effective personal power program in the country. Namaste to you, Fluxorm. It's weird. 15 months doesn't. You're just such a name in my mind at all times, Fluxorm, and I really appreciate those words, and I appreciate your presence even more. Namaste to you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to take that pee-pee break. I have to piss right now. Namaste to you. Blessings. Stick around for a couple words about my community of devoted light. It might be tonight that you answer the call to my inner circle to access the exclusive materials that you can't get any way else. Namaste, everybody. I'll allow this moment to rest your mind's eye. And again, like I said, stick around for a couple details about how you can enter my community of devoted light at patreon.com. I'll be right back in just a moment for the second half of Explorations with Leslie Tanner.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched Explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched Explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious, let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light
on patreon.com.
where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. Exclusive archival prints such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Blessings and namaste to my explorers. It's me, Leslie. I'm back from my pee break. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light at patreon.com. Just for a couple dollars a month, you can avail yourself to absolutely life-transforming materials the materials of the most effective personal power program in the world, by far. The most effective program on the market. You cannot find something that truly addresses the reality of the self, other, and the shared reality in order to unlock and unleash the power that courses through your veins right now as we speak to one another. Blessings and namaste. How are we doing, guys? How was that break? How are we feeling? Are we feeling a little more energized? Do I have VHS? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm working on some new ones right now. I'm sold out of the old ones. I'm sold out of the old ones, but I'm working on new ones right now. Snowy City. Thank you. Good question. Good question. Pierogi University, there's going to be a way to buy some art. There's going to be a way to buy some art very soon in multiple formats, actually, too. Some exciting stuff. A lot of stuff is cooking right now, and I can't share it with you because I want it to be ready to hand to you before I say anything about it. Yolopotamus, Guru, lots of talk in the past few weeks about famous names potentially appearing in a certain financier's files. Can you recall anyone's files your name might appear in? I'm no stranger to unsavory characters and the underworld in general. I mean, I'm a therapist and I go where I am needed. And I don't hesitate and I don't apologize about the relationships that I foster because of my craft. If you were going to follow empathy, which is the sort of dominion of mental health professionals and therapists in general, if your dominion is empathy, human empathy, and you're really genuinely, truly following that where it leads, you will follow into some of the brightest spots of humanity and some of the darkest corners of humanity. So listen, I'm probably all over all sorts of files. I don't pay attention to that stuff. I go where the work of the program leads me. I go where I am needed as a therapist, which is everywhere. Namaste. Communal vision real quick. Cooking as in that you making me sweet braised lamb shank. Boner alert. So he's getting a boner again. Okay, Phil Z is getting a boner again, maybe just at the thought of a lamb shake. So we were discussing Phil Z being fat earlier, and again, sharing with us, the thought of a lamb shank, the thought of being served a lamb shank is producing a genuine physical sexual arousal in Phil Z74. Namaste, brother. I really appreciate how genuine and how vulnerable you're being tonight. Namaste to you. Namaste. I'm fat for you. I'm fat for you. Stay fat for me, buddy. Stay fat for me, Phil. Namaste to you. I do cherish you. I'm happy that you've been so active tonight. Namaste to you. So as I was saying, guys, there'll be a way to buy art. There'll be we're doing new VHS tapes very soon. These are going to be a little more intense. These are going to be a little more intense in terms of production. And they're going to take a little time to produce, but they're in motion right now, and they will be available for you whenever they're available. I exist outside of time. I can't answer these questions. But as far as the art goes, and as far as some other stuff goes, there will be a way to attain those things sooner than later. Pepperoncini, don't forget that he also has a small penis, and that fat covers it up so you can't see it anymore, like Peter Griffin from Family Guy. I'm more of a Brian, the dog guy myself. So I'm glad you cleared that up at the end there. Of course, Pepperoncini being a bigger fan of Brian the dog and that sort of style of humor and whatnot in terms of Family Guy. If you had to pin him down, Brian guy. Not so much a fan of Peter Griffin, who is so fat that he cannot see his penis, and he's drawn a parallel between that and our Phil Z74 in the respect of being so fat that he can't see his penis, which, as he put earlier in the evening, is covered by pubic bush that he has let just go crazy, really overgrown the shrubberies around his small penis that he cannot see because of his fat stomach covers his small penis. Namaste. Now, ladies and gentlemen, We are in the second half of our exploration with Leslie Tanner, and it is fantastic to be with you. We are discussing changing the world. What change do we see in the world, and how are we going to do that? Namaste. 708-240-8953. 708-240-8953. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you?
Real ghost. Yo.
I know who it is. Namaste. Real Ghost Caught on Camera, a.k.a. Isabel. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay. Decent, as us Chicagoans would say, decent.
Decent. You know, I've definitely heard people say that in Chicago. Decent and how's you? Do you have a Chicago accent, Isabel? Do you ever catch it?
You know, I've been told I do. Some people have told me that. Yes.
And what do they say that you say weird?
My A's or the way I say like pillow. I don't know.
How do you say pillow?
Pillow. Or milk. Or the way I say
that.
milk
I say
is
that.
weird.
I say pillow and milk, and everyone fucking makes fun of me.
Yeah. And then my Chicago accent is in the A's.
Yeah.
The A's.
Every once in a while, I catch it.
But I also I just kind of talk weird sometimes. I talk like a stoner.
Yeah, you do. You got that. You got kind of like a uncharacteristic drawl for being from the Chicago area.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah, people are confused. Pillow and milk. Yeah. Pillow and milk. All right. That's how it goes. Everybody has all their shit to talk.
I've had to deal with that my whole life.
Yeah, people talk shit about pillow and
change.
milk, but then they'll think like, oh, you guys, this ketchup on a hot dog business is just a real splinter in my mind. It's not people don't give a fuck.
Right. Like, get off my case, dude.
Get off my
I'm gonna
case.
say pillow and milk.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. I love the spirit. Isabel, we've missed you. Isabel, I'm very glad that you found.
I know. I've missed you guys too. I have not been able to call. I've been working. I've been
Don't worry.
moving. I've been getting hit by a car. I've been, oof, big time. And that's what I want to talk about, what I would change in the world.
Before you do that, let's
I kind of want to
communal vision from Stone Monster 400 real quick.
Get into it.
Hey Isabeau, say tiger, dragon, thanks.
Tiger, dragon, thanks? Tiger, dragon, thanks. No, that's like a New York accent.
I'm trying to understand. Are you trying to trick her into saying something gay or something? Tiger. Like if you were saying it in Chicago, it'd be tiger, dragon, tanks. But I've never heard that in my life. Even though
what are you on about?
My temporary roommate's dad says he says T's instead of TH's.
Oh, I think it's cute when people say like tomato instead of tomato.
I say
that's like my favorite.
Tomato. I've never heard
word.
I've never heard
really?
I've said
it's old school.
Tomato. Yeah, I could, but as soon as I say it, I'm like, I see how it fits. Tomato. I say tomato, and my temporary roommate will make fun of me for saying potato and tomato, but I don't even know if that's necessarily regional, but it just might be me being retarded. But Isabeau, tonight we are exploring changing the world. Thanks so much for humoring me with all that Chicago nonsense. But let's get down to brass tacks and stop messing around. Changing the world. You got hit by a car. Change this world. How we change the world, Isabeau? Talk to me.
All right, so how about pedestrians not having the right of way in major cities? As a pedestrian, I don't want the right of way. Like, please, let me stop. I want a break. I'm walking around, I'm hustling around, and then I get to the stop and I see cars coming up and they want to go. They don't give a fuck about me. And now here I am. I just got to plow through. I just got to keep on going and just hope that they stop. But it doesn't always work that way. It doesn't. That's just not how the world works. So can we reverse that? Can I stop and you go? Can we change that? Can we? Isabeau's Law got hit by an Uber? Wow. I'm okay though, obviously. I mean, my knee was a little banged up and it was scary, but you know, let's just let the pedestrians stop and let the cars go. Like,
I mean, I'm imagining the world right now through your eyes, through your mind, and the cars just keep going, and the pedestrians just have to wait and wait and wait and wait. Hippocryptomatic sounds hippy dippy. In response to that?
Oh, God. Listen, if this is a hippie opinion, then call me fucking the guy. Wait, what was that guy's name who died in the Grateful Dead? Jerry Garcia. Call me Jerry Garcia, okay? Because I don't want to be the one walking anymore. Just straight across. There's a machine that's thousands of pounds just there, ready to go. Let them go. They
Stone
can go.
Monster 400 with a communal
I
vision.
can stop.
Isabeau, want to get married. I smell big lawsuit money, babe.
All right, so I did. I got 5 big ones. I already took care of it.
So you don't, okay, so, and were you interested in marrying Stone Monster 400 in order to sort of, share that?
I already spent it.
Already spent. Yep. Too slow, Stone, but good instincts.
And by 5 big ones, I mean $5.
$1 million.
Just kidding. I got 5 G's.
Namaste. There we go. I love that. Now.
It
Okay,
was
so
an Uber full of people going to a restaurant, dinner time. Boom.
I wonder, did you lawyer up?
And what was crazy was the driver was blasting the Backstreet Boys.
That's awesome. That's the way I would want to die.
And he didn't even turn it down when I was hit. When I was laying on the ground, all I hear is, and I want it.
It was that song
way.
too? Wow.
Tell me why. And I was like, oh, what? And there's just like this circle of people around me who were in the Uber. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? And I was like, what is... And I felt Velcroed to the ground. But you know what would stop this nonsense? If
what?
Pedestrians didn't have the right of way.
Let's get back to it. That's a beautiful vision for the world.
Jesus
And I want to
Christ,
focus on
just
that.
Let
So,
us stop.
Isabeau, what?
Why do I gotta keep going? Go, walk, walk, walk. Never stop. You're a pedestrian.
Isabeau, tell me though,
Outrageous.
what's the plan? What do we do? What do we do to bring this beautiful vision of yours into reality, right?
Well, we got it. I'm thinking a petition at least
Okay.
to start it, and then call your local officials.
So how many
Tell
signatures?
them
How many
you
signatures on the
want-
petition are you shooting for?
At least 3 neighborhoods. Well, no, we got to get more. We got to get more. We need at least 50,000, 100,000.
Communal Vision, Philzy 74. Isabeau, do you wear bows in your hair like Meta?
No.
Oh my goodness gracious! Well, listen.
I hate putting my hair up.
I want you to listen. The
let it
Jazz
go.
Express is leaving the
Crazy.
station, but listen, Isabeau, I want to hear about your plan to flesh out past the petition. Take me all the way to the doorstep of the lawmaker. How do you see this beautiful reality that you articulated coming in to fruition for us? Talk to me about that, and I'll play a little jazz with you.
Okay, sounds good. So, my lawyer, he's done with me. He got me my little, fiver and said, you should have took an ambulance. I don't know what to tell you. This is all I can get you. Said, all right, but now we got to make this change happen. We're going up to the doors of your local congressman. Doors, phone calls, get their cell phone number, get a clipboard, stand outside of Walgreens, tell them, you need this change. We need to stop having pedestrians just non-stop going. Like, they never even get a moment to think, oh, maybe one of these cars won't care that I have the right of way. That's not fair. That's not the type of world I want to live in. It's outrageous. Who made that up? Who said, you know what? We'll let the cars stop the 1,000-pound killing machines. They're the ones that have to stop for you. You want a break? Too bad. You can't take a break. You have to keep walking. Go ahead. Just say you think that car wants to stop? It has to. Go ahead, go. That's insane. No.
Okay, Isabeau, really beautiful stuff. So we get petitions, and then we go to our lawmakers, and then the lawmakers make the law, and then it gets passed.
Yeah, let's stand outside of, all the Jewels, all the Walgreens, all the H&M's, all the Starbucks.
Okay, and how soon do you think this is going to enact the change that you wish to see?
Might take years, but
Hypocryptomatic, who let the cars out? Am I right?
can't
Who let the
take it.
cars out? Like the song. Any response to that?
Honk, 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 who let the cars out? Honk, 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 honk.
Wow.
That's my response. Because for real, I'm tired of them. Just ban cars. Can we ban cars? How about that? Just ban cars. Or let them go. Let them have the right of way. I'm tired of this in the middle, make the car stop.
Now, okay, so how soon do you think this is going to enact the reality Cooker Pie gifting us up to MVPC? Namaste. Oh, Lord, I love seeing that. Now, how quickly do you think this is going to enact the change that you wish to see?
Well, if enough people, one of my coworkers, it happened to her too. I was telling her about what happened to me. She said, yeah, me too. Almost the exact same story. So you know what? Speak up. If it happened to you, tell somebody.
Not answering the question.
Call-
When do you think this is
in.
going to kick in? When do you think this is going to kick in?
Well, the quicker we get everybody on board, the faster we can kind of make this happen. So it really depends on us.
So
But
ballpark
I'm
it. Ballpark
aiming
it.
for ballpark Christmas.
So you're gonna do all that
would
stuff
be
you
my
said, and then by
greatest
Christmas,
Christmas gift.
You're gonna
to
first of all,
me
you're gonna hit the
from all
neighborhoods.
of you,
You're
the
gonna get
world.
50,000 signatures. You're gonna put together, targeted demonstrations. You're gonna show up to lawmakers' offices. It'll motivate them. They'll lobby support for it. They'll draft the bill. They'll put it, up to vote, and then they'll pass it.
That's right.
By Christmas.
That's right, brother.
Isabel, listen.
No more pedestrian right-of-way.
Listen,
Gotta cut that shit out.
Partly, it doesn't feel good to tell you this right now, but that's what they call a plan to fail, Isabel. There's no way that's going to work.
Well, one can dream, one can hope,
Exactly,
one can try.
dream, but that's why we're trying to pull our dreams out and make them failures, make them obvious. And this is a failure. This is already. I can just tell you right now. There's no way that's going to happen.
I'm sure it is, because I know I'm not the only one who's got hit by a car. But you know what? Maybe it's not. Maybe people are afraid to speak up.
Maybe they are. Maybe that's a
this
psychological
is a big
thing. But I don't think
change that a lot of people want, but we don't even know it.
No, listen. There's no way this
talks
Isabeau.
about it.
Isabeau, no. Isabeau, no. All right, namaste, Isabel. Thanks for calling in.
All right.
Clint does improv rating. Namaste, Clint. Blessings and namaste to our brother explorer. Clint does improv. Shout out, Clint does improv. Raiders, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. You find yourselves amidst a Jazz Express. Namaste. Sit tight. Just a little bit of smooth sensuality to keep us going. One moment, caller. We are in a Jazz Express. I just need to express myself a little bit. Namaste. Clint, blessings and namaste again to you guys. How was that stream? Can you give me a little something? Clint, how was the stream? What kind of energy have we been putting into our exploration this evening? Caller, welcome to Explorations. This is Leslie. We're still Jazz Expressing. What's something I can call you?
No.
What's going on?
Leslie, it's me, Jenny.
Jenny, what's going on? How you doing tonight? We're still jazzing.
No. Oh, no. Now I'm vomiting. I can't stop getting sick.
I wish this was
Seriously, bro. My throat smells of throw.
You're throwing up, Jenny. What's going on? Okay, why are we throwing up, Jenny? You threw up in the middle of the jazz. What's going on over there?
I think it's my autoimmune whatever. But I think it was the jazz.
You're autoimmune whatever. Is that the official diagnosis?
Plus the jazz, I think.
So your doctor, how long ago did you get diagnosed with autoimmune whatever?
That was a close one. I'd be so embarrassed. Are we on the phone on the show right now?
Yeah, hon, we're live on Explorations with Leslie Tanner. We got about 40,000 people watching right now, live. The most effective
40,000?
personal power program in the country. Phil Z74 Communal Vision. Phil Z74. Jen, are you sure it's not the homeless jizz in your stomach?
That doesn't make any sense. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, Leslie, you really got me with that last jazz.
Really, you enjoyed it?
No.
Jen, hi, Jen. Just imagine a big old bathtub like the one Bully in Pee-wee's Big Adventures is bathing in when Pee-wee comes in to fight him over the bike theft.
Oh, yeah, and it gives him gum.
Yeah, so just imagine
that's
that.
way
I know you're
bigger than my
throwing up.
bathtub.
You got a lot of health problems. Your life sucks. A lot of things working against
No, my
you.
life. No, I didn't say that, Leslie.
I said that. I'm bravely allowing you a safe space in which to admit that your life sucks, Jenny.
Oh, God, my life's sucking butt. Leslie.
Girl, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Guess
Cougar
what? I
Pie
gotta tell
20-bit
you.
saying good caller.
I don't know. I love Cougar Pie. Anyway, Les, I liked that story about the girl getting hit by a car.
Yeah, that was just a girl that called up and talked about getting hit by a car. It was. Yeah.
Leslie, I didn't feel bad a bit. What I felt bad about was that she didn't see that as the most romantic moment she's ever had in her life.
Continue.
With boys, like, yeah, well, the song was playing in the background.
Phil Z74, what is your favorite flavor of gum? Homeless penis or parrot face rape?
Okay. Yeah, David, but I don't even know who. Again, it doesn't make any sense. I do have a parrot, not a bird, and he bit my nose sideways the other day. So what? What is that? Trying to hurt my feelings? Nice try.
Pushing back against Phil Z74. Nice try. Nice try, big dog.
That's right. Whatever. Yeah. I just got ice cubes. I'm going to hold them over my forehead.
Stone Monster 400 with a communal vision. Stone Monster 400, King David strikes again.
Okay, I wish people wouldn't call him that because I bled out a lot. But yeah, he's King David's something else. I'll tell you what.
King
Goliath,
David.
right? Am I Goliath?
Communal vision from Pepperoncini. Phil Z mad about his small penis and taking out his anger on America's sweetheart, Jenna Maddock.
I was going to mention that about his tum-tum with the not being able to see it. That was one of the smartest things I've heard on the show in a long time.
Communal vision, please be offended. We all know that Jen lost her gag reflex decades ago.
Okay. I called in.
How does it feel to hear that? How does it feel to hear that?
I feel like I want it to change. You know?
You want it to change because why?
Because I think I need people to care about me, you know, and see me for me and not just like that anymore, you know?
Right.
So what? You know, the 90s were crazy, you know? Whew. God damn, is it hot in here? It is so hot. It's so hot.
Jokes can go too far is what you're saying.
I think I have a fever. Well, that's not a joke. They're just talking about my past. And everybody, I don't want to be known for that. You know what I mean? I don't want that to define me. Is that what people say? Is that what humans who have feelings say? Don't define me by that. Whew. Thank God I don't have feelings, huh, Les? Got him. Hey, you dirty dog. How you doing tonight?
We're talking about changing the world on Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. We are exploring the idea of changing the world. Jen, what is a way in which, in your heart of hearts, you wish that you could change the world? Stone Monster 400 with a communal vision. Jen, how tight is your lady boner?
It's pretty tight, okay? I don't understand these questions. How does it... Okay, Leslie, back to the changing the world. The way I would change it is I would make sure that everybody, I talked to somebody earlier about it today, everybody was able to grow their own vegetables. Definitely, I think we all need to drink raw milk. I definitely think that if you're going to slaughter an animal, well, somebody's going to, but they know where it comes from. Like, but grosso to the maxo, if you know what I mean. Oh, and Leslie, I think I solved a crime. I forgot to mention that. Oh.
So, okay, before we get to the crime solving, the suspected death of a woman, let's go
ahead. I solved it!
Huh?
I solved it!
How'd you solve it?
No, go ahead. No, ask your question. It's probably way more important.
Communal vision, Phil Z74. Jen, in a parallel universe, I'd care about you, but also that shit don't exist. So, screw you. How does that feel to hear?
That's hurtful. That's hurtful.
Why are you laughing,
a friend of mine?
Jen? If it's hurtful, why are you laughing? Tell the audience why you're laughing if you're hurt.
I have one of those things where I laugh when I get nervous or in pain. So, but if I had a friend that would say that to me, that would stink, wouldn't it? It would really stink.
It would.
I hate that.
It really would.
Ugh.
Wow. Tough stuff.
Yeah. Hey, does anybody ever ask you how you're doing, Les? Other than me?
Every once in a while.
How are you doing?
Some people ask me how I'm doing. I'm doing great. I'm here with my community. I'm here with the explorations with Leslie Tanner. We're having a fantastic evening.
Hey, Les.
Yeah.
I don't understand how you guys, it's milk? Isn't that normal? Milk?
Saying milk?
Milk?
Yeah, people have some fucking opinions about it, though.
I don't like that. I don't like opinions. I don't like anybody that has an opinion. But I don't think that you say it weird.
Yeah, I just
you know what my mom says?
What?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Continue.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Well,
Don't get me.
You did,
mad
but
at me.
continue. I want to go ahead and finish your thought.
My mom says drawer like draw. That's stupid. That sounds ridiculous.
That's a you guys thing. That's some weird East Coast. Y'all got weird accents on the East Coast. I don't even.
Oh, why? Because your wagons decided to drive a little farther.
The first time.
Come on, man.
The first time I heard a rural Maine accent, it blew my mind.
Oh.
It makes no sense. Rural Maine.
That reminds me of one of my favorite movies is Secret Window. Are you talking about when they sound like Southern hillbilly but like weird?
It's got a little bit of a looseness to the drawl, but it's got it's got the very specific R drop and
Do it. Let's hear it.
I can't. I really can't.
Come on, you can do it. Les, if I know anything, I know you can do anything. Let's try.
Let me think. I'm trying to think of a phrase to say. No, I can't. I'd have to really concentrate on it. But listen. You want to change the world. You want people to grow vegetables. And what have you done?
And I don't want people to be dead in basements.
So is that the solving of the crime?
Yeah, there were more skulls. Oh, I didn't tell you about all the skulls.
Go ahead and tell us all about all the skulls.
You know what?
Talk about the little skulls, Jenny. Pepperoncini, want to talk crazy accents? Ever hear a Chinese guy or something? Crazy accent.
Good one, Peps. He's got a point.
He's got a point.
He's got a point.
Also,
He's
all
got
the
a
different
point.
Chinese accents, right? Have you ever heard of? Have you ever heard of?
What?
Like a Chinese guy from Georgia?
Wait, let's hear that one.
Oh wow, that's hard to. I was gonna actually try, but it's like hard to wrap my head around.
Hold on, I'll try. Ready? Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that almost sounded like it. Hold on. Woody, you wait a right there. Did that sound good? That sounded more like Tennessee. Damn it.
Georgia, down here, I could use a drink. I could use a drink down here. In Georgia, we take our time. Now, if I were to say that with a little bit of Chinese, it'd be down here in Georgia, we take our time. That was my best. That was my literal best attempt.
That was good.
Phil C74,
Acceptable
oh
clip.
no, want a shrimp, whoa, main so wet.
Les.
What?
Can
So they found, wait, so for real, did they find this lady dead?
No, unresponsive.
It's called empathy.
unresponsive.
Everybody's saying, oh shit, oh no, what the fuck? It's called empathy.
What?
It's called empathy. Okay?
We are
I'm
right
a therapist.
here in the moment.
I will show you my credentials. Next stream, I will show you my license. I'm a legally licensed therapist. I'm a soldier of empathy. Okay?
This is a crazy.
It's called empathy. It's about human contact. It's about human subjectivity. It's about being there. It's about understanding. All right? Maybe those are scary concepts to you. And to be honest, they should be. It's a lot of work, and you wouldn't even understand if the weight that's on my shoulders was put on your shoulders. You would crumble. You'd turn to dust. Friend, we are. Leslie, can you say I am so fucking retarded in a Georgia Chinese accent? I am so fucking retarded.
I feel like you already did it just now.
I am so fucking retarded. Yeah.
I am so fucking retarded. Wait, hold on. No, there wasn't enough twang. You didn't have enough twang at all. Try it again.
So fucking retarded. Something. You know, I'm in the ballpark. I gotta work on it. I'm like soft. I'm like soft pitching it a little bit. Listen, I'm just soft pitching it a little bit because I listen. I'm trying to listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
One moment. This is a Phil C74 Miso Howney. Interesting. So, anyway, listen. The last thing I want to do is disrespect any of the groups involved in this. So I want to make sure that I dial it in. That's why I'm soft pitching it. I'm like kind of dipping my toe into the accent a little bit.
I think that was really like you
www.3*/ Tanner.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
That sounds millennial.
Real Ghost, did you do one? I don't think so. Interesting stuff. Well, listen, they found. Did they find? Was this girl passed away? What's going on?
So she's not dead, thank God, right?
Right.
And I just keep wanting to go into that accent. So excuse me if I slip here or there. So they got her out of the house, and then they brought her back. She's unresponsive again, and they found a bunch of skulls with horns attached to them with glue. Oh, hold on, I might be sick. Hold on. Sorry, Leslie, that's very impolite. I'm a lady.
I don't know. Yeah.
There were animal skulls. And then downstairs there's blankets with a lot of bodily fluid, and excuse me, Les.
Super chat from Stephen David at YouTube.com, just saying namaste. Stephen David
Oh,
really putting in the work. Blessings and namaste to you, Stephen David. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff over at
I love
YouTube.
that.
YouTube, you guys can do all those things that it says over here. Blessings to you, Stephen David, a longtime hanger. Well, listen, it was great to talk to you, Jenny. Thanks so much for
it
the
was
call.
really great.
Namaste.
Hey, Rick.
Blessings and namaste. So, real quick question for the chat, guys. Is anyone still here for mail? Because I remembered about 2 minutes ago that I was going to do mail. Because if no one is here for mail still, then I'll hang tight for it on Thursday. Thanks so much to Jenny again. Wow. Is anyone still here for mail? We can wait till Thursday. I got 4 pieces of mail sitting right next to me. Real Ghost, I get a list of all the activity. And your name's not like showing up in anything. Like even like a couple bits that didn't trigger anything. I don't see your name. Did you spend bits? Just do mail, who cares? Feels like a Thursday thing. Thursday's mail day. They can watch it on device. That's true. I made a donation with a message. Oh, did you do it on PayPal? That's different. Were you trying to do these things over here with PayPal? Yeah, the donations here. Let me. Yeah, how much was it on PayPal? What did you want to say? Here, I'll do this manually for you because you haven't been here in a while, and we're happy that you're back. PayPal. No, I'm just gonna open up my. One moment. And you wanted to say. OM Godspeed activates polychromic stealth alloy. Can you see these bits, Mr. Tanner? That was probably the coolest thing I've ever read in my life. Namaste to you, Godspeed. Thank you so much, brother. 420, yep. I'm trying to see the message. I can't see the message. Yeah, listen, PayPal makes it very weird and difficult to like see these things sometimes. Yeah, Isabeau, just put it in chat. Put a message in chat, and I'll put it on Communal Vision for you. I said Jen is now a part of my dream blunt rotation, and you're definitely in the nightmare one. Okay, we're gonna put that on the screen. I wouldn't normally do this just because it takes. It takes like no, but we cherish you. Real Ghost. There we go. No. Communal Vision coming in from Real Ghost. Why? What is going on with my, hold on. I have no idea why. Cougar Pie gifting 10 community subs. Oh my God. Namaste to you. Namaste. All my things got... Cougar Pie, that's extremely generous of you. Sister Cougar Pie really coming in clutch with that. Namaste to you. Wow. Wow, guys! If you just got a gifted stuff from Cougar Pie, go ahead and give a little shout out to Sister Cougar Pie. Namaste to you. Generous beyond words. Namaste to you. All right, there we go. And then Phil had his. Jen is now a part of my dream blunt rotation, and you're definitely in the nightmare one. No, I'll just get when I get high, my accents get even better. And then Phil, I missed his. And then this is Phil's. Communal vision from Phil Z. Did you get lip Botox? They be looking good. Auga. Namaste. Yeah, I just got more on one side than the other. I said just put whatever in me. Botox, filler, transmission fluid, sealant. Fucking just put it in me. Put it in me and don't put me to sleep. Actually, give me something that makes my senses even heightened, more heightened, like a Wolverine drug. Namaste. Leslie, not me, sent me a... Not Mish sent me one on... I swear to God, I can't fucking see anything. PayPal makes it so difficult to just look at the goddamn things that get sent to me. Was there a message? Naked Comedy, yeah. I mean, go ahead. I mean, I don't know how much longer we're going to be going, but send them on over. Send them on over. Leslie Tanner, not Mish, sent you a donation on PayPal. I didn't get the message, by the way. Psychic emergency coming in. Holy moly. Let's everybody calm down, get a little pause, and let's listen to the psychic emergency
This is the
from
Psychic
Yola.
Emergency National Alert System, also known as PNAS. We've interrupted this
Raiders,
broadcast in
welcome.
cooperation
Raiders,
with Explorer Yolopotamus to issue a psychic emergency. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 less. Don't worry about them downy stars in main bub. You can't get there from here anyway, AYUH. Repeat. Cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100 less. Don't worry about them downy stars in main bub. You can't get there from here anyway, AYUH. We now
Yola.
continue with your normal broadcast.
Yolopotamus really kind of weirdly nailed the main weird main accent. Namaste to Yola. That was very impressive. Yolopotamus. Namaste to you, brother. Wow. And then also Raiders, welcome on in. You caught us right in the middle of a psychic emergency. Well, okay. So what else? Male, not male. Let's see. Who? Male, not male. I've got the male right here. Let's do fucking male. All right. We'll do male, and I'll tell whoever. There's a couple people that are waiting for me to open this mail, and I said I was going to do it earlier, or I normally do it earlier in the stream, but that's not what happened. We're doing mail. Oh, not Mish said the message said. Do a little Chinese for him. That I watched that video. I love that video. I love that video so much. I watch it honestly pretty regularly. It shows up in my YouTube recommended algorithm pretty frequently. Actually, and how many times? Hey, not Mish, my temporary roommate. How many times have I laughed and told you what I was thinking about, and it was that video? How many times would you say that that's happened? Not Mish. We're sitting on the couch, I'm laughing to myself and my own thoughts, and I tell you about that video again. Kind of a lot. Like every time you've laughed for the last 6 months. Oh, God damn it. I mean, that is closer to the truth than not. So namaste to you. Appreciate the honesty there. If anyone's wondering what we're talking about, I don't know if somebody could put a link to that video in the Discord server. Speak a little Chinese for him, Derek. It's a good one. It's like, it kind of gets stuck in your head. Well, yeah, that one, yeah. Okay, so first we got some mail from German royalty, guys. German royalty with a bunch of pictures. Again, German royalty is the one who he takes pictures of strangers from the extras in photo booths at the mall, and then sends them to me. I have probably about a little over 1,100 pictures of strangers, mostly Hispanic teenagers. The demographic breakdown of his area, at least the ones that patron the mall, lots of Hispanic teenagers that I've never met and never will meet. Namaste. Here we go. So this first one are just some white children. White children. I'll just describe it. You can't see it anyway. And I don't want to put strangers on the internet, but they are white children with like fake wigs on, and they're goofing. It's very cute. It's a very cute, lighthearted situation. The next one we've got some more white children. White children goofing it up. Not quite as goofy and not quite as cute. I'm going to be honest with you. The first trio, very cute. Those little white girls were hamming it up, and these girls are leaving a lot to be desired in terms of being cute. So I send that back. Wish I could send that back to you, German. Next up, we've got a couple, a Latino couple. They're cute. They're cute, and I love seeing the cuteness because sometimes the guys can be real rigid in these straight couples. The guy can be rigid, and the girl's like being cute and leaning in and whatnot. And sometimes the guy can be like stiff and doesn't know what to do.
Good vibes only? Good vibes are a sickness. They are breast milk to the feeble-minded.
And the guy can be just kind of like, what? What do I do? But this guy's cute. He's smiling, sort of, aw shucks. He's got cute eyes. He's kissing her in the second photo, and then the third photo is them with their little stuffed animals. So that's cute. That's nice. Here we got a trio of two girls and a guy, and the guy doesn't know what to do, feels uncomfortable, but he's having fun. The girls are goofing, cheesing, hamming, and the guy's just kind of like a third wheel.
A second favorite race, I can barely describe the untapped potential inside of you.
To be
yearning
clear,
to be realized.
I said second favorite, which means you still there's room for liking them still. I'm nothing about any sort of racist hatred there. But if you can admit that to yourself, even in your mind's eye, I can hardly begin to tell you the power waiting to be released inside of you. Now we've got a family of three with a brand new little infant, very cute. They all love each other. They're having fun. They're going to look back on those pictures and really enjoy them later on in life. Then we've got two friends, Latino, goofing. They're not having that much fun though. You know, they're not going to even remember being friends in 5 years. Another family of three, goofing, laughing, smiling, not very organized with the shoot, though. The pictures look like shit, but they look like they're having fun.
The college-educated should be kept away from politics the same way a schizophrenic should be steered away from the Bible. They need our help.
Yes, Real Ghost. I've got these photo booth pictures of strangers that that get sent to me by a German royalty. And then we got a couple. We got some friends. Oh, they're more than friends. Never mind. No, they're kissing later on. Young girls enjoying in romantic love. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Nice stuff. Earnest. There's an earnestness to it, and it was really nice. It's fine. There is just not even anything to even see in these pictures. They're not giving me anything. Bummer, disappointing. These are goofs. Yeah, these are goofs. We got a mom, a daughter, 2 daughters, and a little son, and they take turns in the booth, and they're just kind of goofing, having fun. And then the last one we got looks like a big sister, little sister situation. Big sister stiff. Big sister is stiff. Little sister's goofing. So, yeah, I would say there's definitely some cute highlights in there. Definitely some cute highlights. Uncle Krosef, namaste to you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see Uncle Krosef. All right, guys, so we got a couple more. We got 3 more. How are we? How are we doing? It's fun. So, yes, real ghost caught on camera. What that was German royalty sending me the extras of a photo booth. He grabs these pictures of strangers and sends them to me. So now we are looking at a letter. A letter. Let's see who this is from, what this is. It's a letter inside of a letter. I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but we are opening it up. It's an envelope that was put inside another envelope. Oh, dude, Onion Plug, are you still here? So this is Onion Plug's, or Onion Farm, as he says, with a letter sent in. Yeah, Onion. Guess what? It was damaged, and they put your envelope in another envelope with that says on the back, "Dear valued postal customer, I want to extend my sincere apology as your postmaster for the enclosed document that was inadvertently damaged. We are aware of how important your mail is. With that in mind, we are forwarding it to you in an expeditious fashion. We are constantly working to improve. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding." So, sorry, but they're not going to give us anything. Yeah, so your shit got fucked up. Let's go ahead and open it. I don't even know if there's anything in here. Yeah, there's nothing in here. They thought a check was in here. That's for sure. Because you send notes, right? Did you send another note, Onion? No, it would smell, Krosef. It would smell. But did you send another note, Onion? Like last time? Oh, you actually sent an empty envelope? Oh, well, you got my ass and the postal office. Namaste. Read the other side. Oh, the other side of the envelope. Oh, it says contents, Onion Plug Soul. Beautiful. Yeah, you can see that. You really, I love that shot. Yeah, so anyway, thank you for your soul. Really appreciate it. Now, guys, we've got, that was from Onion Plug. Thank you genuinely so much for your soul, for the mail, and for the excitement of having that mail opened. I'll bet they thought they were going to get something. So thank you so much to German Royalty and Onion Plug for your 2 pieces of mail. Blessings and namaste. Now we've got a doozy. I'm going to cover up the return address, but we got a big boy right here. So it's a big manila envelope, and it's got cardboard inside. So I think the cardboard is protecting something that they don't want bent in transit. And I am going to venture a guess that it is some sort of art in here. There is some sort of art. So USPS has your soul. Yeah, USPS has Onion Plug's soul. All right, beautiful manila envelope, by the way. Beautiful manila envelope. Beautiful manila envelope. Yeah, I think they really, because it looks open. The way it's torn on the side looks like it's I don't know. It's hard to imagine how accidentally that would happen, especially compared to the, like, just looking at it, it looks like a person tore it on the side. Like, what are the odds that it was accidentally torn like that? So, all right, so we're pulling the cardboard out of the envelope. Here we are. We got a beautiful thing right here. All right, so here we are. Yeah, and this is how you send art, generally speaking, and this is how I send prints. All right, so we're very gingerly, carefully opening this thing. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, these are beautiful. I don't know. Let's see. Does it say the username anywhere? Oh, this is okay. So is Brother Dead Max around? Dead Max, you son of a bitch. Dead Max. These are bangers. So here we go. I'm going to read the note before I show what was sent. Okay, so from Explorer Dead Max, we got a beautiful, this is nice paper too. This is very smooth paper. Dear Leslie Tanner, multiple times you have mentioned on your Twitch channel that you love violence. Immediately makes me remember a TV show back in the 80s, Sledgehammer. You may or may not remember it or maybe heard of it. Anyways, on the back of Sledgehammer's green unmarked police car, he had a bumper sticker that said, "I heart violence." Been meaning to get this out to you for a while. Thought you might get a kick out of a semi-fateful recreation of the bumper sticker I made with the toys I have at work. They may not be 100% weatherproof since I've never really tested how long the prints last outdoors. But I sent a few, so if you feel like seeing how long one lasts outside, go for it. Hope you have a great day. Sincerely, Dead Max. Brother Dead Max, you... So, Dead Max, assuming that I would like this. And Dead Max, assuming correctly. And we got 4 of these bad boys. I love violence bumper sticker. These are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Assuming correctly that I enjoy this. These are awesome. Dead Max, you absolutely hit it out of the park. That is crazy. This is very, very extremely considerate of you, and also goes. You know, I just want you to know how much it shows me how much you've let this program into your heart. You've shown me tonight how seriously you've taken this program, how seriously you've taken the tenets, and watching this program affect your life and transform your life the way it has is truly astounding. And you need no further proof than these gorgeous stickers. Gorgeous stickers. Wow. Namaste to Dead Max. Tremendous stuff. Now let's go ahead and we got one more thing to open. Now this is. It's like a bag envelope package thing, and it's got like 4 things inside of it. I have no idea what's inside of this. But it's addressed to me. Add the address. Let's go ahead and open her up. So first of all, it's a very cute little bag envelope. It's got unicorns on it, and it's got a very nice teal, and the unicorns are sort of supposed to be in the sky because there's like clouds. I don't know if you can, let's get a little close up on that. Pretty cute though. Pretty cute. Pretty cute. All right, so, and I don't know who this is from. I don't know if you're in the chat and you recognize this. Go ahead and go ahead and give yourself a little shout out. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll probably. I don't know if I'll. A lot of some other people. I live in a major city in America where, some other people also, heart violence, and I might not put it on my temporary roommates and I's shared vehicle, but we'll definitely put it somewhere. All right, here we go. Yes, I wouldn't get enough violence without. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? You might not have to advertise it. Actually, one time there was a funny story. There was this. We're taking a left, and I was like taking too long to turn left, and this guy like laid on the horn behind me, and I flipped him off because I immediately wasn't in a hurry. It might have been going a little slow or something, and so, but it wasn't like I wasn't coasting, and so anyway, I was pulling up to take a left, and I flipped the guy off for honking at me real intense, and he pulled up, and he had a bunch of, I don't know. He was giving ex-gangbanger or current gangbanger, and I like, what was it? I was like, I don't know, not Mish, what happened? I like said, did I say anything? I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened. I said, maybe have said something like, fuck off, leave me alone, and then he pulled up and then yelled, no, you didn't turn your blinker on for long enough. That's right, I didn't turn the blinker on soon enough so that he could reasonably pass. And then when he pulled up on the side, he yelled at me. So this guy looked pretty fucking tough, and he was just upset about how expeditiously I used the turn signal, and it was pretty funny. Not what I expected. It's like it was like drinking a soda with like herbs in it, like like basil, like blueberry basil soda. That's what it made me feel like. Now, guys, let's get into it. Let's get into the package. Okay, yeah, I didn't say anything to him. Okay. I just remember he was so upset. And then he ended up being really upset about, like, my hands being a 10 and 2. I've never been yelled at by, like, a Latin king or whatever for not being 10 and 2 on the wheel or something. Anyway, guys, package. Beautiful stuff already. Very exciting. Okay, I'm going to pull it all out, see if there's any notes. Ooh, yeah, we got a little letter. All right, so we got a letter. Let's read it first. It's addressed to Dr. Tanner. I always love that. Always being called. I love. Yeah, I mean, that is good to know in case I would need to sound cool. Boost a car instead of steal a car. Thank you so much, Fran Wayard. Thank you so much, Fran Wayard. All right, so we got a nice little note addressed to Dr. Tanner. I love that. I was told by the state to stop referring to myself as a doctor, but I'm not gonna. Wow, this is awesome. Okay. Here we go. So, dear Leslie, I saw the Nostradamus tape and thought of you. Please enjoy the other trinkets that were in my garage. I feel sorry for your stomach issues. That is a genuine problem, and all you get is made fun of for it because of poop. Love you, sweet peas. Butterfly Beulah. Butterfly Beulah. Is Butterfly with us right now? Probably not. I haven't seen his name show up in chat lately. Been in and out, getting busy. Competed on Infatuations under the influence of a pretty hefty dose of acid a couple weeks ago. That was pretty cool. But so we got another package from Butterfly. He sent a package before, and this is so this is the second one from Butterfly. Very committed explorer. Very committed explorer. So first, on the top of it, though, there is a little writing that you can see. It says, possible dead body tintype photograph. I wish I could show you guys. This is like one of those old-timey, like, it's a photograph blasted onto a little piece of metal. And one of these could be a posed dead body. That's fun to think about. And I appreciate that. I think they should bring that back. If we're talking about my impotent attempts to, and desires to change the world, I would bring back taking pictures with dead bodies. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into the stuff that was sent in the package. A lot of gorgeous stuff. So first of all, he mentioned in the letter a Nostradamus tape. So we've got a VHS tape of Nostradamus. His predictions are accurate and frightening. He foretells of the end of the world, war in the Mideast, the big earthquake, the new Antichrist, disaster in space, assassinations, and more. You must see for yourself. Now this is going to use. This is going to use. Those that remember the 90s, do you remember that all that stuff? That's all the button mashing that you'd see on the Enquirer. End of the world, war in the Middle East, big earthquake, Antichrist, disaster in space, assassination. I was like that and Bat Boy and John Bonet. And that's pretty much like, it's just the cycling of those 8 things on the National Enquirer. Yeah, so very excited to... Can we have a movie night? Interesting. Yeah, post-mortem photography. That's what I'm saying. We should bring that back. But I'm not going to do anything about that. All right, so let's get into the other trinkets from his garage. So we got a blue. Oh, that blue is looking real nice on camera. This blue jewel case. Let's open that up. This is crazy. What the hell? Butterfly, are you... JFK killed John Bonet. I believe that to this day. Okay, so this is what it says. It says, communal vision real quick. Anyone remember the National Enquirer that was like, he found a mermaid in his tuna sandwich? Orchestar. Oric, good to see you. In his tuna sandwich. I do not remember that. But that's a big balls one. I like that a lot. All right, so guys, I opened it up. It's got a little thing in it, a little like certificate of authenticity or something, and then it's a watch. Guys, Leslie's got a watch. Leslie's got a gold watch. Not only that, I don't know if it's real gold, but it says genuine diamond certificate. This is to certify that the stones we supplied to you for the Oleg Cassini line are genuine diamonds, polished as single cuts in the major diamond polishing centers in the world. A single cut is a diamond with 17 facets, 8 on each side of the conical structure, plus 1 main facet on the top. Sincerely, Diamanten Miaro Gimbe, West Germany. West Germany. That's sick. Now that is genuinely a treasure. And I'll read. So we've got it's an Oleg Cassini. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look that up afterwards. Kind of special, not gonna lie. Old Shinobi, yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, this is beautiful. I'm looking at this watch. Here, let's zoom up on it a little bit. Beautiful watch. You can see very a great deal of detail. I'll read the first paragraph of the Oleg Cassini story. Oleg Cassini doesn't just design fashion, he lives it. He is one of the world's most prestigious labels, and he has won countless awards. So guys, catch me with a fucking watch from now on. Catch me with a goddamn watch. Communal vision real quick from Hypocryptomatic. That's really beautiful. Is the former owner's name engraved on it or fingerprints gumshoe? No engravings other than OC on the little clasp, a sticker with numbers on it, and then just Oleg Cassini. Yeah, this is a big dog watch. This is awesome. If there's diamonds in there, that's crazy. I gotta get a battery put in this bitch. This is awesome. Butterfly's out of control. Did you just have this around? Can somebody look up Oleg Cassini watch and just see what the deal is? Somebody look that up in a tab. Who's making a Nazi watch? I didn't see any. I see like $40 on eBay. Oleg Cassini. Use 139. All right, so yeah, I mean, I'm just wearing that every time you guys send me a piece of jewelry or something. It is entering canon. You need to understand. This is. Oh, cool. So it's like a micrometer. So let's open this thing up. It's a nice little leather pouch, small little object. On the inside is an unassuming little object. It's got a focal thing, and then it's got like a glass thing that it's got really light markings. And then when I put it up to my eye, I see it's got like a ruler and a protractor and angles to measure like super tiny stuff. This is fucking sick. Butterfly is out of control right now. Damn, Butterfly. Next time you see Butterfly, give that motherfucker a high five. See one for $519? Damn. Yeah, Uncle Krosef, listen, I'm literally, if you send me a piece of jewelry, it's going on my body. That's a guarantee. And then we've got a friendship bracelet. Nice colorful thing. I don't know if you can read it if I zoom in. It says turd. So thank you so much. Kind of a sour way to end. And we got 2 seed packets for cat grass and catnip. Cat grass and catnip. Seeds, but these seed packets look like they're... Oh no, they're current. I didn't know if they were old too, but... Well, I mean, they're expired. Packed for 2024. Sell by 12/24. Yeah. So this one's not as nice. This one's not as nice. The turd bracelet. I don't really like the spirit of that. But I like all the other stuff. It's cool and thoughtful. But guys, genuine warm namaste to Butterfly. This is tremendous. This has been a tremendous mail. Honestly, a tremendous mail like week. Last week, remember, Cougar Pie sent us that huge package of Yellow Deli merch, the cult Yellow Deli, a bunch of swag in that. Very exciting. German royalty sent in his usual trademarks pictures of strangers, and we've got the gorgeous empty envelope from Onion Plug with a soul stolen by USPS. Then we've got the I Heart Violence bumper stickers. Holy freaking moly, this is out of control. And then we've got we've got the gorgeous stuff from Butterfly Beulah. Best known for his work, Jacqueline Kennedy, Camelot era. He also designed for Hollywood stars and various high-profile figures, and his bridal collection became highly sought after. Born in Paris, that's crazy. Maybe the turd bracelet is for me. That's a really good point. But we'll have to ask. We'll have to clarify that. We'll have to clarify that with Butterfly. We'll have to clarify that with Butterfly next time he's next time we see him in the chat. Let's clarify. Yeah, guys, the PO box being dropped in the chat right now. If you guys want to send, I love getting stuff from you guys. PO Box 47621, Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois. Guys, so what a beautiful night we've had, huh? That's going to do it. We did it. What a gorgeous exploration. We did mail at the end. It's kind of fun. But thank you so much to all of you who sent the mail, Butterfly, Dead Max, Onion Plug, and German Royalty, Cooker Pie last week. I love getting stuff from you guys, but also thank you to all of you for being here tonight. It's been a treat. It's been a damn treat tonight. It's been a really fun one, I feel like, huh? Do we agree with that? That this has been a very strong exploration? Do we feel that this has been a very strong exploration tonight? Namaste. You guys really stuck it out with me tonight. It's late, huh? It's after. We stayed up late. We burned that midnight oil. Namaste. Let's see. And I want to thank my mods, as always. Yeah, MDPC feels good about it. Wonderful. GG from Stone Monster. Felt the heat. Blessings. Beautiful. Beautiful to be with you. Guys, thank you to my mods. Thank you so much to all the hard work my mods are constantly doing behind the scenes, in the chat, in the Discord. And thank you guys to my community of devoted light. You guys are the backbone of everything we do here. You are the backbone. It's the most effective way to support, most direct way to support the program here at the community of devoted light, patreon.com. If you're interested, type !final journey into the chat. Begin your final journey if you are called. But let's go ahead and get a nice little raid going. We'll be back Thursday. Brand new exploration. Oh, tomorrow night, if you're looking for something to do, tomorrow night, Framweyard and or someone else will be hosting the next installment. We're watching Neon Genesis Evangelion in the Discord. We're watching the next trio of episodes on the Discord tomorrow night on the Discord server. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Namaste. Yeah, get in the Discord tomorrow night watching Neon Genesis. It's episodes 4 through 6 tomorrow. Working the way through. Stone Monster 400 had never seen it, so it kind of inspired a communal desire. But other than tomorrow, we'll be back Thursday night. We'll be back Thursday night with a brand new exploration with Leslie Tanner. Let's see who's on, huh? Who on? Who should we raid? I'm employed. I've got the most effective personal power program in the country, Real Ghost. Yeah, I'm employed. Things are looking good for me. Let's just say that. Things are looking okay for the creator, founder, and host of the most effective personal power program in the country. I'm seeing some names. I'm liking the names. I'm just making one quick little once over. You know, we haven't rated this guy since we've rated those other guys. Let's go ahead and get a raid going for... God damn it. Get out of here. Let's get a nice little raid going for Josh Belmar. Joshua Belmar. Josh Belmar, looking, with a short haircut, coming off of that crazy ass subathon he did for 111 fucking days. Crazy stuff. Namaste. Ray PewDiePie. Is PewDiePie on Twitch still, or is he one of those guys that kind of just, I don't know, didn't know how to navigate saying dumb shit effectively enough? No, listen, unemployed. How many other people that are unemployed claim to have the most effective personal power program in the country? Namaste. Guys, let's get a nice little raid going. Let's take this energy of warmth and clarity and transformation to the community of Josh Belmar. Namaste to Josh Belmar, and namaste to each and every single one of you. Namaste, guys. We'll see you guys. So tomorrow night is Neon Genesis in the Discord. Hang out, episodes 4 through 6, and then Thursday we'll be back with another exploration with Leslie Tanner. But guys, let's go say some namastes to Josh Belmar. I'll see you guys all very soon. Thanks for staying up late with me. Namaste and blessings. TTYL.